Your music, radio, and podcasts.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Some stop-and-go traffic going on along 95 northbound between Southern Boulevard and Palm Beach Lakes Boulevard. It'll be off and on. We do have some debris in the road northbound right by Southern Boulevard, so just be aware of that. A little bit slow also still southbound 95 between Linton Boulevard and Congress Avenue in the Del Rey area. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Dell Technologies.
The Dell Technologies semi-annual sale starts now with savings on select PCs powered by the latest 12th Gen Intel Core processors. Plus, get deals on select accessories and free shipping on everything. Save now by calling 877-ASK-DELL.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR West Palm Beach, an iHeartRadio station.
Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
I got a lot of stuff to do this weekend.
What are you doing this Sunday?
I spring backwards.
No, you spring forward.
Spring forward, fall back.
Happy daylight savings time. Saving.
Plus,
Hollywood's biggest night.
And the Oscar goes to...
And the Oscar goes to...
And the Oscar goes to...
The 95th Oscars. A 3-hour celebration of...
3 hours. Right.
Lights, camera, action!
It's showtime!
Well, color me happy. There's a sofa in here for two.
First time in an elevator.
Penthouse. The Penthouse.
Yes.
Wow, great view. I bet you can see all the way to the ocean from out here.
Penthouse, top floor, got everything I need and a lot more. High ceilings, marble floor, and my penthouse.
Hey, Mr. Greek, can I get your autograph?
Hey, Greek, what's happening, pal?
I'm 6 deep behind a 4. You can't find me.
Oh my God, it's Greek!
You're listening to The Penthouse. Here's The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Yes, you're in The Penthouse on a Friday. Get ready for a big weekend. We're going to get you primed and ready to go. We got a lot going on at Penthouse. It's a big weekend. You got the Oscars. You got to put your clocks ahead. We got tickets for 11:45 for Slightly Stupid. We got a new Greek Misspeak. We got a lot going on. And, man, a week away from St. Patrick's Day, and it seems like everybody's already starting to get celebration and get ready. And so much more in the Penthouse on a Friday. Friday. Oh, my God. Jimmy, what's up, buddy?
Hello, and good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy to be here.
Happy Friday to you. And, of course, hello, Francis.
Well, hello, Greek. Hello, Jimmy. And hello to you, TGIF.
So the clock's going to be changed Sunday morning early. It seems to bother a lot of people. In a lot of different ways you hear about it. And people are like, we got to change the clocks again, da-da-da-da. And then Monday, it's always a little bit tough. And the Oscars are Sunday night, so a lot of people are, I'm sure, going to watch them for a while just to see what happens with that. But I know you guys had a couple different things, how you could actually get ready and prep. And so on Monday, it's not that bad when you have to have that first morning.
Well, yeah. I mean, there were some tips that were posted online on how to help you deal with the transition and the time change. And let's hope that this is the last time that we have to do it, huh? Maybe Marco Rubio's bill finally gets signed and put into law so that we stay. I mean, even at this point, I'm like, let's just do one or the other. I don't even care at this point. Let's just stop going back and forth. But I would much rather have the daylight in the evening time. How about you, Franny? Would you rather have it in the morning or the evening time?
Evening.
How about you, Greek?
Evening.
Yeah, same thing here. We got the trifecta, but a couple of tips that they gave, and it's not really all that mind-boggling. One of them is to cut out caffeine Don't have any caffeine at least 6 hours. Yeah, that's what I was thinking the same thing too, right? But it's only saying about at least 6 hours before bed.
Okay.
This weekend, especially obviously on Saturday night going into Sunday, which is when the time change actually happens. It's a good rule of thumb in general, they're saying, but especially important for that particular night, which makes sense. Now, this is the one that gets the boo. No alcohol.
Oh, come on.
That ain't happening.
Come on.
Well, we were talking about that yesterday, Jimmy, about how with the snoring, how they said not to drink alcohol before you sleep because it does affect the snoring too.
And this is how we lose our audience is when we keep telling them not to drink.
Don't listen. I mean, listen, but don't listen.
But they are saying, obviously, even just one drink can disturb your sleep. So maybe skip the alcohol tomorrow night. So, I mean, if nothing else, at least just the one night. And maybe back off a little bit.
Now, they're recommending this for, I'm just asking, Saturday or Sunday night?
Well, it would be Saturday into Sunday, right? Because that's when the transition is.
Okay.
You know, it's actually technically Sunday morning at 2 a.m.
Sure.
But that equals Saturday into Sunday. So eat light. Don't eat a meal 2 or 3 hours before you plan to go to bed. That should be something you should do on the regular as far as some of the dietary things that we've heard about over the years. And I'm sure Franny can attest to that. Mm-hmm. And even Greek has mentioned that before, and so have I. Apparently that will also help you in losing weight as well. But as far as transitioning into daylight savings, that is another tip they're saying. Make your bed a place that you want to sleep in, meaning fresh, clean sheets, a couple of ladies, and no phones or tablets.
I didn't read a couple of ladies on my list.
You didn't see that on your list?
We must have a different one. We must have a different one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Well, how about a couple from your list, Franny? Because apparently it's not the same.
No, it is the same. Mine says a couple of dudes.
Oh, wow.
No, I don't know.
How about that?
Yes. we do have the same list, but I also have a couple things to add on as far as daylight saving. And I have to correct myself because my host on the Gator, Jason, in the mornings, I was saying daylight savings, which is incorrect. It's saving. There's no S at the end, but we all mess up and say daylight savings time.
Good thing you don't listen to our show.
Daylight saving. But there are a couple places that are like, you know what? We're going to hook you up because we know you might need that next day, that extra jolt, that extra little jolt of caffeine. And so it's Dunkin' and Denny's. They're not partnering up, but those are going to be two different places that are offering free coffee to help us get through daylight saving time.
Aha.
Yes.
Now, Sunday or Monday?
So they said the two chains are helping us go through it. The Dunkin' deal is a free hot or cold beverage between March 12th and the 18th. So they're giving us a week to get ready.
Damn.
But catch. It's via Grubhub when you place a $15 order.
Oh.
I know. So there's always a catch, right?
Still.
As far as Denny's, the chain will offer Denny's reward members a free cup of Denny's signature diner blend coffee on March 13th between 6 a.m. and 2 p.m. local time. So that's not, you don't have to have anything with it or whatever. You just have to make sure you have their app. That rewards member, you can just download it on your phone. It's a free download. And so that will actually be that morning of, only for the day from 6 to 2.
That's nice.
Yeah. So they're just trying to help people. Just wake up. That's what they're trying to do.
One day at a time.
Yeah, Sunday's not the bad day. I think for everybody it's Monday. And you also got to make sure whatever alarm you have on your phone or something, you change that.
I never really get affected by these time changes. Let me retract that statement. In the mornings, I really don't. It doesn't matter if it's light or dark out. What bothers me is what's going on now. I don't like when it's so dark because to me, if it's like 5:30, I think it's way later than what it is.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as
in the evening,
yeah. But as far as waking up, I never really have an issue.
I think a lot of people feel like that. Sometimes, 6 o'clock is pitch black. You look at your clock, you're watching, wow, 6? I thought it was 10.
I know.
But remember up north, it was even worse, like 4:30 in the dead of winter, right? So that's, obviously the what is the quote unquote, as they say, shortest daylight day of the year, being the 20th of December up there. It's pitch black at 4:30 in the afternoon.
I was so
And let me tell you, that's
confused.
depressing.
Yeah.
That is super depressing.
But even daylight savings. So I was up in Pennsylvania a handful of years ago, and it was spring, maybe like late spring or something. And I was so confused because we were outside hanging out, and it was 8. It was 8. No, I did not see the groundhog. And it was like 8 o'clock, 8:30, and it was still daylight. It was like, it wasn't. Well, I want to say, but not completely, but I was like, why is it not dark out right now?
You get the opposite effect in the summertime.
And I've never seen that before.
Yeah, Jersey was like that.
Yeah,
It's summer.
9:30, it got pitch dark, and here it's about 9:15.
Yeah.
You know, it's about a half hour, 45-ish. You know, on the most extreme days in June and, of course, December.
Yeah, so you guys get ready for Saturday night. And like I said, you got a whole day to be ready. Not a good day to be late on Monday because everybody knows about your switching your clocks, but just get ready.
Well, This is the one, right? This is the one where you would be late on, if I'm not mistaken, right? So
2 a.m.
jumps ahead. So if you don't put your clock forward, then you'll end up being an hour late.
And these days we all have smartphones, so your boss will be like, no excuse.
No, it does it for you automatically. So it's
you just got to change all the clocks in your house and stuff unless you have a smart house.
How many do you have right now?
I would have to change like all of our our Amazon appliances, our Echoes, and we have all that. They'll do themselves, but my microwave and my oven and my coffee maker are the three I have to change.
Okay. Yep. Yeah. I have one clock over the sink and our coffee maker. I think that's. And there's one in the bedroom. I think, there's an alarm clock in the bedroom.
Yeah.
We have that. I don't think that one is hooked up to anything that it would do it on its own.
Okay.
How about you, Greek? You got any at home or?
Zip. Just
not even your oven or your microwave. You just don't pay attention to it.
I
don't look at it.
It's still flashing 12 o'clock.
It says 12.
12 o'clock. Who had that joke? That was a joke from a long time ago.
Oh yeah, some girl came over a couple of weeks ago and she's like, "Do you ever change? I don't know. Whatever time it was the wrong time. I don't even know there's a clock there." It is the Penthouse. It is a Friday. I hope you guys are gonna have a good weekend. We're gonna try to get ready for it. Franny's gonna tell you later things to do this weekend. There's gonna be a lot going on in our area. We're going to come back with a new Greek misspeak. Will Smith and his wife are not happy with Chris Rock. Really? That's a shocker.
Shocker, right?
Oh, wow.
Shocker.
Thought they were going to have a party together.
I thought they were going to watch the Oscars together. That's what I thought.
Really.
That's what I think. That's what they should do.
Oscar party.
That's right.
Will Smith's house. I'm hosting. Come on over, Chris.
That's what Netflix should stream. Sunday night at his house. That'd be awesome. And they're sitting there with popcorn. Chris walks in and he goes, "Hey, what's up?" Mm-hmm. I think a lot of people would check that out. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're coming back with a lot more. Peace.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Channel3000.com, which probably
sounds fake as hell, doesn't it?
Probably more of a local thing over there.
Tune into Channel 3000.
I've never had a cable box go that high. Channel 3000.
That would be a real son of a bitch. You're like, oh God, channel up, channel up.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Get ready to celebrate your favorite podcasts at our iHeart Podcast Awards. Tune in as the best podcasts take home awards in categories like comedy, crime, pop culture, and more. Watch on iHeartRadio's YouTube channel and Facebook page. And listen on iHeartRadio, Tuesday night at 9.
Considering an EV for yourself or your business? Consider the benefits of subscription. I'm Scott Painter, CEO of Autonomy, where an EV subscription is like a lease but way more flexible. It's a debt-free way to get month-to-month access to a new EV. You can even pay with your credit card. Learn more at autonomy.com.
Hey, it's Greek from Monroe's in Palm Beach. The best view in Palm Beach are the girls at Monroe's, 7 days a week until 5 a.m. Adult entertainment, upscale dining, full bar, full liquor, and full nude. And on Friday night, it's Fantasy Fridays. And who doesn't want to kick off the weekend? It's the girls at Monroe's bringing your fantasies to life. Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there today and enjoy yourself with a beautiful lady by your side. Pigs!
Victim of a slip and fall? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anajar and Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Mark Anajar, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
Hi, this is Earl Ron, president of New South Window. New South is having a one-day factory sale this Saturday only in our factory showroom. 40% off energy-efficient windows and patio doors. One day only, this Saturday from 9 till 4. Please visit us at newsouthwindow.com.
Building a new home is a heavy load. Get the support you need with Coast Truss. Their roof and floor trusses are sturdy, versatile, cost-effective, and built to stand the test of time. Plus, they offer quick service to keep you on schedule and on budget. Local and family-owned, they've supported builders for over 40 years. Call Coast Truss at 772-286-3700. That's 772-286-3700. Or email plans to KOSTTrussinc@gmail.com.
Hey, it's Megan. If you're bored of pouring the same old cocktails, I've got the perfect remedy. Try a versatile spirit that makes any recipe an instant fan favorite. It's Knox & Dunn Florida rum, and it's not like the rums you're used to. It's a smooth, straight barrel rum that's great in Bloody Marys, Old Fashions, and mojitos, just to name a few of the endless possibilities. I'm seeing Knox & Dunn Florida rum pop up in more and more liquor stores around Florida, but if you don't see Knox & Dunn where you buy your spirits, tell them to get with the program and carry Florida's fastest growing local craft spirit, and they'll be thanking you true later.
On Ice-T's Daily Game podcast, the cultural icon unveils words of wisdom and motivational quotes he's collected over the years. No punches are pulled as Ice shares his special brand of profound and brutal honesty on topics like romance, success, failure, and more.
You can't sit back and say, I'm going to win this game and not go to practice. You still got to play that game. Faith and your mind is just not going to make it happen.
Listen to Ice-T's Daily Game on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
Science proves quality sleep is vital to your mental, emotional, and physical health. The Sleep Number 360 smart bed senses your movements and automatically adjusts to help keep you both effortlessly comfortable. And it's temperature balancing, so you stay cool. So you're at your best for yourself and those you care about most. Life-changing sleep, only from Sleep Number. It's our lowest price ever. Save $1,200 on the Sleep Number 360 i10 smart bed, plus free home delivery when you add adjustable base. Ends Monday. To learn more, go to sleepnumber.com.
When you hire your local CertaPro painters, you get the power of doing it right. Detailed project proposals, excellent customer service, and trusted professionals who get the job done on time and on budget. The power of experience. We're kings of the scaffolding and pros with the stucco. We've been there, done that. Get your project started at CertaPro.com and get the power of pro.
CertaPro Painters business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in an accident and would like to know the value of your case, go to forthepeople.com to see cases just like yours. You see, all lawyers are not the same. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Riding PalmTran public transportation is easy with the Paradise Pass. The Paradise Pass is a free app and smart card to pay your bus fare. Simply tap the card or scan your phone screen and you're on your way. During March, load $5 on your Paradise Pass. Use the promo code SAVINGS and receive an entire week of bus rides free. That code is SAVINGS. Download the Paradise Pass app or get the smart card today. Go to palmtran.org to plan your trip.
You're listening to Real Radio 92.1, and we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Thank goodness it's Friday. And I'm sure some of you are working this weekend, so you're like, it doesn't make a difference. Like me. I'll be working all weekend long. But it's still exciting. We made it to the end of the week, and thank you so much for chugging along with us right here on the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1. This is Franny. Of course, we have Jimmy. Hi, Jimmy.
Hello, hello. And if you don't have to work this weekend, well, I got one thing to say to you.
And we do have G-Man back in the Penthouse running around here somewhere. But I have, this is funny, I have somebody who did text because we were talking about at this point with daylight saving, which is Sunday 2 a.m. technically is when it's happening this weekend, you really don't have an excuse because most smartphones, tablets, computers, whatever it is, change for you. Your cars, a lot of the new cars do too.
Sure, yeah.
But some of the things at home don't.
That's one thing. I do have to change my car because my car isn't hooked up to the internet on its own. So, I will have to do I
do believe mine changes on its own.
Yeah.
I do. But somebody said...
Must be nice.
Hold on.
Ready?
Good for you. But the text at 47142 started off with Real Radio. I think it's a joke. It says, due to daylight saving, I have to change the clock on my VCR. It says, I've been trying for 30 years to get it to stop flashing 12 o'clock. This year, victory will be mine.
What's a VCR?
I know, right? Hi, G-Man.
What is happening? Jimmy puts them together every week. They are fantastic. He does a great job. And we do believe we have a Greek new misspeak.
Here we go.
This is your Greek misspeak review.
From Florida, I would take a 7 o'clock flight, 4.5 hours. You get there at 12, but it's 9. So you have a day to acclimate yourself.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
It's the Penthouse. We'll be back. Benny, my Hana.
Ma.
Oh, boy.
Ma.
If I get my car washed and then a landscaper comes by and blows all over it.
Even the car wash and it rains, too. But at least you get the rain check.
The rain I don't care about, because if it's a good car wash, good wax. I go to Green Turtle. It's always beats up. I think it's cool at night.
At night?
Only beat at night. The good thing about Monday, it's Tuesday, and we'll be back to entertain you again. That's right. You win it.
If you think you're having a stroke, you cannot speak well, alert somebody.
Good thing is usually everybody's rent is due today, so some people look at that as a bad thing.
What?
I got to pick out a new suit, though. I want to wear something I haven't been taking a photographer to, so you know what I mean?
Nope. No idea. No idea what you mean.
Oh, those are always so good.
Great job, Jimmy.
How do you find some of these things? Obviously, Greek, I know what happens with you, but Jimmy,
No,
with
you
that,
don't.
with that,
No, you don't. Nobody knows what
that
happens.
beads at night, like what?
Yeah.
How do you find that stuff?
When it rains and your car has a nice wax, at night you could see it beating on the hood, and that's how you know you got a good car wash.
Okay, but then he found a song to match perfectly
How
with
about
the.
that, huh?
He's smart.
Weird.
He knows what he's doing. He's got a whole library there. He puts it all together.
Yeah.
He jambonis it together, and it sounds perfect.
Sunglasses only beat at night.
He does a great job.
Perfect.
And then the whole time thing, you get there at 12, but it's really 9. That was Vegas. I mean, it doesn't make sense.
You know who's not doing a great job? Gen Zers. No. So this is one of those latest trends. We briefly mentioned it yesterday, but I love this. There's always something. There's always a new something, a new viral word that's coming in. So the latest is the bare minimum Mondays. I even saw this on national news.
Really?
Yes, I saw them talking about this on national news, bare minimum Mondays, where they just go in with the mindset, I am going to do the least I can, but enough to where I can coast and nobody will notice I'm not doing much.
I think,
and as we joked about yesterday, people do that every day of the week.
Yes. Yeah, but they say that it refers to workers who feel overworked, underpaid, the desire to do as little as possible just that first day of the week. That's it. Not every day.
Oh, that's nice of them.
Yeah, just on a Monday.
Very nice.
At least they tell the boss to. I'm only doing this today.
I don't know. They don't tell them. They do what they can, so it doesn't look obvious.
I'm kidding.
Yeah.
50 years from now, the workforce will probably be you work a day and a half.
It's gonna be robots.
Yeah, a day and a half.
That's the problem. It's going to be all AI.
Uh-huh.
It is crazy. And they go out there and they tell them, it's Monday. Come on. What do you want from me? I don't do more.
That's all they're proposing a bill for a 32-hour work week.
Yeah.
That's something that's being introduced, and that'll be
the 4-day.
It's not even as much for the 4-day or anything like that, but it's an actual 32-hour work week. So that means anything over 32 hours becomes overtime.
Oh, okay.
And that's the big difference between some of this, these things that are 44 days or how many hours a day and that type of thing. The actual work week will change, and that changes overtime rules.
Well, because I have heard with the 4-day work week that they wouldn't be making up those hours. Right? It wouldn't be a 40-hour 4-day work week. It would be a 32-hour. That's what I've read too. But yeah, they say it comes in a time when numbers of jobs in the U.S. exceeds the amount of workers available, giving people what they call the necessary leverage to pursue this new trend.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people that I have.
They're like, you need me. I don't need you. And that's the mentality, unfortunately, that people have.
Yeah. It's a shame because there's a lot of places that I know businesses and they say, they got people right now that are not workers, but they don't have anybody else.
Suffering, though. Yeah.
Sucks.
They got a staff place, and unfortunately, it's not blanket statement, but not quality.
Yeah. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. You guys get involved with the show in a few different ways. You can text us at Real Radio 47142. You can always email Jimmy at realradio921.com, or you can call us 877-927-6969. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Don't forget, twice during the show, Franny's going to tell you some things that you might want to do this weekend, different things to put on your list. We're going to come back with this day in history and a trifecta. Peace.
Got something to say? Text us at 47142. Start your message with Real Radio. Standard data and message rates apply, and don't text while driving.
What I really, really, really want y'all to do is...
Real Radio welcomes Snoop Dogg with Wiz Khalifa, Too Short, Warren G, and Burner for the high school reunion tour.
Hitting the I Think Financial Amphitheater on Friday, August 11th.
Y'all sound so good, let's go!
And Real Radio has your shot to score a pair of tickets to the show at realradio921.com/contest.
Could you please pour them some of my favorite drink? What you doing? Put my mind on my money.
Win your tickets to see Snoop Dogg with Wiz Khalifa, Too Short, Warren G, and Burner for the high school reunion tour. Register now at realradio921.com/contest.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny today with temperatures returning to the lower and middle 80s this afternoon. We'll see a southeast breeze between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning and a warm start to the weekend. A few clouds on Saturday with highs near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. Don't be impressed when you hear someone settle their case for what may seem like lots of money. $500,000 seems like lots of money until you learn they lost both legs, had a brain injury, or were paralyzed and can never work again. All law firms are not the same. To see what your case may be worth, go to forthepeople.com and look at our verdicts and settlements for cases just like yours. Look before you leave. Hire the right lawyer. Morgan & Morgan.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Subscription required.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same but is 90% cheaper? And you can get it online? Just go to 4hims.com/radio. At Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the biggest brands at 90% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but 90% cheaper. It's the same medication you get from your doctor, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/radio. That's 4hims.com/radio for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/RADIO.
It is iconic. It is one of a kind. Flanagan St. Patrick's Celebration. Flanagan celebrates St. Pat's for 3 days. Jimmy Flanagan and the Leprechaun Express. Bagpipes, free t-shirts, giveaways. Saturday, March 11th, Sunday, March 12th, and Friday, March 17th. Get green. Jimmy will give out gift cards to the greenest guys and gals. Check your nearest Flanagan's for the exact arrival time of the Leprechaun Express. On March 17th, one day only, Flanagan's features homemade corned beef and cabbage. Over a half pound of corned beef, and enjoy $1 off Guinness and Guinness Blonde, draft or bottles. Flanagan's and Big Daddy's are now hiring for all positions. Flanagan's. They don't just do Irish. They are Irish.
Flanagan's is now hiring for our new Miramar location. Prep cooks, line cooks, hosts, servers. Apply online now at flanagans.net.
Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
Crash in Lake Worth, southbound 95, right at 6th Avenue South. It's off to the right shoulder, so just a minor slowdown there. You also have an accident still being worked northbound Turnpike, just 1 mile south of Lake Worth Road. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, designate a sober driver or catch a ride.
And we are an iHeart radio station. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Friday. Getting ready for the weekend. A lot going on. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's going on?
And it's time for This Day in History and a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Creek's Trifecta.
All right, if you had the Canes yesterday, you definitely had a little bit of some heart problems. They were up by 18. They ended up winning the game by 2, and Wake Forest threw up a three-pointer at the end of the game that almost hit, but they did win 74-72, so they advanced to the second round. They're playing Duke today. And the FAU Owls, hoot, hoot, they won again and covered, and they're playing in their second round. This weekend is all the conference championship final conference tournaments in college basketball. There's so many games all day, all night, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sundays. A lot of them have the finals, and some Saturday night. Patrick Ewing also did get let go. He was a coach at Georgetown the last 6 years, and Jim Boeheim is stepping away from Syracuse. Talk about job security. 47 years he was at Syracuse.
Long time.
That is a long time. One championship, and I think he took them to the Final Four 4 times. So hats off to Jim. Odell, number 13, is having a workout today in Arizona for all the NFL teams. He wants to show them that he's ready to play. He is a free agent. They said the Cowboys will be there, the Giants will be there, and also the Buffalo Bills are 3 teams that are definitely going to be showing up watching this workout. And Odell said he's ready to get back into the NFL, and he wants to show everybody that he's ready. And the Jets in Vegas on Tuesday were 30 or 35 to 1 to win the Super Bowl. Then their ownership met Aaron Rodgers and came away saying, we feel good. We think we're going to get Mr. Rodgers in our neighborhood. And guess what happened? The Jets moved to 16 to 1 to win it all. That quick, we don't even know if they're going to get him. Now, if you're thinking about betting the Jets, don't bet them at all right now. Because if they don't get Rodgers, then you're really going to get mad, and then the odds are going to go back up. But it was 30 or 35 to 1, depending on where you were shopping. And since this news broke, it dropped all the way down to 16 to 1. And that is your first trifecta of the day. And now it's over to Jimmy for this day in history.
On this day in history.
Well, we have some very bizarre facts today, and we're going to start 238 years ago today in 1785. Thomas Jefferson was appointed minister to France. Not the first one, of course. On his first trip to France, though, they asked, hey, where's the fat guy with the hot glasses? 174 years ago today, in 1849, an Illinois attorney filed a patent for an inflatable airbag to lift grounded boats off sandbars. However, the inventor, one Abe Lincoln, was too busy pursuing politics, and the invention never developed. On a quick side note, I saw that they have a new airbag coming out for motorcycle riders.
Oh, wow.
That was pretty neat. Yeah,
that's great.
The pants?
It disconnects. Well, it'll do the top, too.
Oh,
it's not just pants.
I've seen the airbag pants.
Yeah. And it's like there's a wire connected to something, and if you fall off the bike, it instantly inflates it, so it kind of puts you into a cocoon. It's pretty neat.
That's great.
147 years ago today, in 1875, Alexander Graham Bell transmitted the first telephone message. What was it? It said, can I get a large pepperoni and mushroom, please? Actually, it was to his assistant in the next room. Mr. Watson, come here. I want you. Whoa. 143 years ago today, in 1880, the Salvation Army arrived in the United States after being created in England. 135 years ago today, in 1888, check this out, Greek, heavyweight boxing champ John L. Sullivan draws Charlie Mitchell in 30 rounds.
Oh, my God.
Jeez. Ding, ding.
30 rounds.
110 years ago today, in 1913, William Knox became the first person to bowl a perfect score at 300 in the American Bowling Congress. There he goes, right there. There was number 12.
Perfect.
97 years ago today, in 1926, the first Book of the Month Club selected is published. The book was titled Lolly Willows or The Loving Huntsman. I kind of screwed that up. It was Lolly Willows or The Loving Huntsman. It was the name of the book by Sylvia Townsend Warner. What would be a big coincidence, on the same day, just a few years later, the first porn of the month was released titled Lily Pillows and the Loving Huntsman, starring none other than Lolly Pillows.
I didn't get it.
90 years ago today, in 1933, following Adolf Hitler from becoming Chancellor of Germany, the first concentration camp opened at Dachau, where at least 32,000 people would die from disease, malnutrition, physical oppression, and execution. 46 years ago today, 1977, okay, who giggles first? Astronomers discovered rings around Uranus.
Ooh.
35 years ago today, and it would be Franny. 35 years ago today, in 1988, Andy Gibb passed away of a heart ailment. He was only 30 years old.
That's what it was, heart ailment?
young.
I thought it was suicide.
Well, according to this.
Yeah.
Huh.
But 30.
Yeah,
I mean,
very
that's
young.
That's what jumped out at me.
Oh,
Just amazing.
I
Just-
thought it was suicide. He was dating Victoria Principal, and she broke up with him.
36 years ago today, 1997, Buffy the Vampire Slayer premiered on the WD, starring, of course, Sarah Michelle Gellar and Allison Hannigan. It ran for 7 seasons. I forget that Allison Hannigan's career started there because, I know her from American Pie. And, of course, she's on now Fool Us with Penn and Teller. 20 years ago today, in 2003, AC/DC, The Police, The Clash, Elvis Costello, and the Attractions, and, of course, the Righteous Brothers were inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. 17 years ago today, in 2006, NASA's Mars Orbiter entered Mars orbit and began searching for signs of water on the planet. It didn't find any water, but it did find an old road sign that said Exit 132, Camden, New Jersey, ahead 2 miles.
Did you get that one? I didn't get it.
8 years
No?
ago today, in
You're Jersey guy. I thought maybe you might get it. No?
8 years ago in 2015.
Sometimes I don't know what he's doing or if it's there.
Whether
lives
it's
where
real
well.
or not.
Yeah, I really don't know.
Is it real or is it BS? And we're going to finish this one on 8 years ago today in 2015. Pharrell Williams and Robin Thicke were ordered to pay, remember we talked about this,
Yeah.
$7.3 million to the estate of Marvin Gaye for similarities between Blurred Lines and his song, Got to Give It Up. And that's what happened on this wonderful day in our history. And that,
So, Jimmy, I do have something because because G-Man was a little confused what he thought with Gibb, Andy Gibb, right? Is that that he had died of suicide? It's not. Jimmy was correct. So he had issues with substance abuse, they said, and then they said that he had beaten his drug addiction, regained health, was ready to begin recording a new album, but he still had depression over his breakup with Victoria Principal, they said. So Robin Gibb was talking and said he went downhill really fast. He was just in a terrible state of depression. And they said his 30th birthday in London, while they were working on a new album, 2 days after his birthday, he ended up going into the hospital because he had chest pains. So the doctor did inform them that they need more tests to determine the chest pains. They said that he did die of a result of myocarditis, I believe, which is inflammation of the heart. And they said it was caused by a virus, but they said the years of cocaine abuse, depression, everything just all kind of added up. So it wasn't suicide.
I was something I thought years ago.
I just wanted to
it's
confirm.
Shame, 30 years old. I do remember reading about him and she broke up with him and he was devastated.
So young.
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a shame.
What is such a bright future, too, ahead of him. And obviously his whole life to live. Now, the Oscars are this weekend. People are talking about it. People are betting on it. Who would bet on the Oscars? I know, Jimmy, you got some stuff about the Oscars.
Yeah, we have some Oscar facts that I thought I'd share with everyone. And a couple of these we have already touched on slightly. I know the other day, Franny had mentioned that the Oscars, and I think Greek, you were in on it too, that the Oscars cost a total of $58.6 million for the entire ceremony.
Yeah, Greek told us. I was shocked.
There are some other dollar figures that'll come in with that. $24,700. That's the cost of the $50,000 square foot red carpet. Another piece that was brought up the other day when we were talking about it.
Remember we said, why don't they just reuse it?
Yeah, they don't.
They have like a ceremony, like a burning ceremony.
They burn it.
Must be nice to have that kind of money. They're like Adidas.
Another item on here, dollar-wise, $10 million. That's the cost of A-list actresses ensemble.
Like all together?
Yeah.
What they're wearing. What are you wearing?
Now, that kind of varies, doesn't it? I mean, I would have
a lot
to
of
vary.
stuff's free.
Yeah, no, but they're saying yes, they're not paying for it, but that would be the value of it.
Yeah. In 2014, Kate Blanchett, as a little side note on that, Kate Blanchett spent a record $18.1 million on her outfit.
Jesus.
Lady Gaga holds the record for most expensive jewelry when she wore a $30 million Tiffany diamond necklace in 2019.
I would be so nervous wearing that thing.
They get all the
Oh
jewelry.
my God, I'm getting kidnapped. Somebody's going to take me.
Go ahead. Go ahead, because you're going to say what I was thinking.
Yeah, they get all the jewelry from all the famous jewelry stores out there, and they wear it, and that's it.
Yeah.
Harry Winston is a famous store in Beverly Hills, and a lot of different Tiffany's, like you said, and they give it to them, and everything's insured.
Sure. No,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
Of course.
It's not like, God forbid, something happens, you know, they're not worried about it because everything's insured.
Wasn't there an instance where something did happen and there was a piece that was lost?
Years ago, I don't remember what it was. I think Lady Gaga lost something one year.
Oh, I got to look that
That
up.
does
'cause
sound
I
familiar.
remember talking about it. Yep.
And the same thing with the guys. They get watches.
Oh, everything
Sure.
from head to toe they're probably not paying for.
And the same thing at the, you'll see it next month, the NFL draft. All those guys.
Oh,
are-
those guys get a bunch of stuff too. Yeah,
they
yeah,
get
yeah,
the
yeah.
bling and everything because you see them, and everybody's always like, "Where the hell are they getting this?
Well,
They're in college."
They're
they get-
walking billboards is what they are.
Well, that's it. I mean, exactly. How many people that watch the draft and then, of course, the red carpet? That probably gets to probably even more pub than anything else. It almost seems like these days. Other than the fact that this year's Oscars obviously are going to be probably a little bit bigger because of what happened last year. Another item on this list: 28%, and that's the share of this year's nominees who are women. According to this fact, that is the lowest in 4 years. $80,000, that's the cost of a couple to attend the Vanity Fair after party. Ooh, apparently that they have to pay to get into that, huh? $163 million, more money to put into it. The annual Oscar boost to the Los Angeles economy. Say it brings in about $163 million to the local area. 40% of Golden Globes, 40%, that is the Golden Globes 10-year record of predicting the Oscar for Best Picture. This year, the Globe went with The Fabelmans. I haven't seen or even heard of that movie. So.
I know there's 9 pictures up for Best Picture.
Oh, there's 9? Okay.
I saw that yesterday, and somebody.
How many of them did you know?
I only knew Elvis and Top Gun.
Okay.
And the one with
Top Gun's in there? Really? Was nominated?
Yeah,
Cool.
I believe
Okay.
so.
Oh,
and,
cool.
And the one with Colin Farrell, where he plays the guy.
There
him
we
and his,
go.
him and his friend, and they're in like Ireland, and they were friends. And he's
The
up for
Banshees of Inisherin. I don't have no idea. But Avatars. I'm never
Avatar,
Okay,
yeah.
right? Top Gun, women talking, everything, everywhere, all at once. That one I've heard a lot of. That one's doing a lot.
That raked it up in one of the other award ceremonies.
Triangle of Sadness, The Fabelmans, All Quiet on the Western Front, Elvis, and Char.
I saw that too, All Quiet on the Western Front, the new version that they're
Okay.
talking about on there. It's pretty good.
All right.
Some more fun facts about the Oscars. 192 minutes. That's the running time of this year's longest Best Picture, which is Avatar. And Gone with the Wind is the longest Best Picture winner ever at 238 minutes. Ooh. 1.95 million. That is the cost of a 30-second ad during the Oscars, apparently, this year. That's a 72% less than a Super Bowl.
I was going to ask that. A lot less.
220 minutes, length of last year's Oscars in total for the ceremony. That's 3 hours and 40 minutes. And then the longest Oscars went down in 2002 at 263 excruciating minutes, according to this. That's 4 hours and 23 minutes. With that said, I'm going to go to this here for a side note. The shortest, I got to get to a different page here. The shortest acceptance speech ever.
Rita Moreno and West Side Story.
I can't believe it! Good Lord. I leave you with that.
That's it. There's your acceptance
Good for
speech.
her. She knew people get bored. She was like, all right, that's fun.
16.6 million. That's the average viewers for last year's Oscars. That went up 58% from a record low of 2021.
We'll see this year.
And this number, 0. That's the number of this year's acting nominees who were nominated last year.
Huh.
How about that, huh?
Interesting.
Well, it's hard to make the film, back to back.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of them take over a year to make.
Speaking of nominees, I have a small list here of some celebrities who have never been nominated for an Academy Award, and it might surprise you. The first one.
Many surprised me.
Yeah. The first one on the list is Keanu Reeves. And yes, not everybody looks at him as being the best actor ever.
I'm not surprised.
I do understand that, but he's worked with Francis Ford Coppola and Bernardo Bertolucci. And they said even though he worked on My Own Private Idaho, which did fantastic, especially with critics, he still wasn't nominated. He said he's been there as a presenter and he's taken his mom with him as a date and stuff, but never been nominated.
John Wick 4 comes out this month.
I'm surprised, obviously, with the Wicks, but Matrix. I thought he would have been nominated for it. Like, if I had to, yes or no, I would have definitely gone with yes on that one.
Yep.
That's why that one sort of surprised me.
Cameron Diaz. They said she's received 4 Golden Globe nominations, including one for Gangs of New York in 2002. But she, in that movie, even had an Oscar nomination for Best Picture, but she was not nominated. So very interesting. Cameron Diaz on that. She kind of fell out of the spotlight. She hasn't really done much lately, right? Also on this list, if you're familiar with Emily Blunt, she's done a lot of movies. She's won the Screen Actors Guild Awards for Female Actor in a Supporting Role. She's had SAG nominations, all kinds of stuff, but never been nominated for an Academy Award. John Goodman. Very surprised by this.
There you go.
Yeah. But that's the thing. They're like, comedies aren't usually showered by Academy Awards, but he's done a lot of very serious films too.
Sure. Yeah.
He has never been nominated for an Academy Award. Claire Danes. I'm surprised by that one. If you're not familiar with her, she was in Homeland, but she's done a lot of movies too. And she's won other awards, including Golden Globes and an Emmy, but never been nominated for an Academy Award.
Yeah. And that's the key word is nominated.
Yes,
I mean,
just
I
nominated.
can see if they haven't won one, right? I mean, because that happens. You can only have one of certain, but it's just being nominated, you would have thought, right?
Yep. And I'm skipping through some of these. But Kevin Bacon. Kevin Bacon has never been nominated.
How many movies has he been in? Never nominated? Nothing?
Yeah, but he's got 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon, so that'll stay alive forever and ever, I believe. Meg Ryan has never been nominated for an Academy Award, and she's been around for a long time. You really don't get many rom-coms that get nominated.
Sure.
Bruce Willis.
Yeah.
Never been nominated for an Academy Award.
But he wasn't, I don't know. I don't know his whole career in front of me, so I can't say it.
Yeah.
This one surprises me. Steve Buscemi.
Steve Buscemi was one that
surprises me.
Got me too.
Yep.
Again, as many big hits that he's been in.
So many movies. I mean, including Fantastic Job on Boardwalk Empire. You're right. He's in so many movies. And Mia Farrow, she was nominated for a Golden Globe for Rosemary's Baby, but other than that, she's never been nominated for an Academy Award. Ewan McGregor, I was surprised by him too. Yep. Never
How
been
about Conor
nominated.
McGregor?
No.
Not yet.
No.
Working on it. Yeah.
Conor McGregor has not.
Fight
Jameson.
Club. Fight Club 18.
Jameson.
Yeah.
This week.
He doesn't do Jameson.
I know he
What is
doesn't.
he?
He does his
Something
own.
Proper. Something. Yeah.
Yeah, it is. That's what it is.
Jeff Daniels, never been nominated.
He's a good actor.
He is.
He's
a
been
very
in a
good
lot
actor.
of stuff.
Yep.
He
Nominated
was
for
in Terms of Endearment, and that won a lot of Oscars.
Golden Globes. Also has been nominated for a SAG Award too, Screen Actors Guild, but never a nomination for Oscars. And then Richard Gere on this list.
There you go.
Never been nominated for an Academy Award.
Again,
he's been in the industry for 40 years.
Yeah.
But
never nominated.
And like when you think of him, there's always one movie when you hear somebody, an actress or an actor, and you think right away. There's Richard Gere, I don't remember in a lot of Officer and a Gentleman, maybe.
Yeah.
Sure.
He did a good job. He did do that.
Yeah.
American Gigolo.
The last one on here that does surprise me is Donald Sutherland.
That was the one that smacked me upside the head, and I was like, "Are you kidding me? He has never been again, the key word is nominated.
Never been nominated for an Academy Award. Yep.
Him, I remember reading something a while ago, and I'm not sure if he was outspoken about the Academy years ago, but I could be mistaken. Because a lot of it is like all awards, they say there's a lot of politics involved. And there are a lot of people who, get into these movies, and they also don't want to push them. They don't want to do press. They're like, I'm not doing that. I don't care. It's like anything else. There is politics involved, and you got to get out there and support.
Steve Martin was another one on this list that kind of jumped out at me, even though, I know he's more known for comedy, and they don't have as much. But, I mean, it's not like they don't have comedy categories, and Hugh Grant was another one. Demi Moore, I mean, come on, striptease? No? But seriously, Ghost, I mean, she wasn't nominated.
Ghost was great.
Good. I thought she was good at Few Good Men.
Few Good Men, another great role that she played in, and I guess not nominated at all.
G.I. Jane.
These were ones that really, really jumped out at me as well, that knowing that Franny had this.
Yeah, I mean, again, sometimes you don't figure it out. You can't say, and it doesn't make sense. And usually the best picture, everybody's like the next day, who won? Did you see that? And usually it isn't.
I think I saw Idris Elba hasn't yet either.
Yeah, another one on
list.
there, yeah.
There's a lot who haven't that I was quite surprised by.
Has Tom Cruise ever been nominated? He's never won.
He wasn't on the list, so I'm guessing.
I don't know if he's ever even been nominated.
Jerry Maguire didn't. No,
Maguire?
but
Okay.
Cuba Gooding Jr. won
Yeah.
an award for that, but he might have been nominated for Jerry Maguire. Maybe that's why, because he's not on the list. You would think he would be on the list.
Yeah, but he's never won an Oscar. That I know. He was on Jimmy Kimmel the other night, and he was talking about it. He goes, no, I've never won. Maybe he was nominated for something.
You know, he's filming again. Yeah, I'm looking at his nominations.
Yeah,
He's got a lot of nominations.
Yeah, a ton.
He just hasn't won yet. He's filming Mission Impossible 5 now. Another, yeah, it's
5? No, I thought it was like 10.
Oh, we have to
Oh,
like
wait.
50. Maybe it's 50.
How many Mission Impossibles are there? Oh, 7.
Yeah, I was going to say.
7.
Yeah, because he was on Jimmy Kimmel the other night.
Yes.
And he was talking about, because Jimmy Kimmel said, what do you do when you talk to your stunt double? And he said it serious. Who knows what it's really? He goes, I don't have one.
Right. Well, that's something that is allegedly, supposedly pretty well known. And he doesn't.
Oh, no,
he
wait.
does-
He's
he does
filming
all of
8.
his stunts. 8. It's 8.
I
Okay.
can't keep up with it because the heaven's already out. He's filming 8.
Okay. So here it is. We
This
got
is never ending.
John Wick 4.
Yes.
We got Creed 3, which
Yeah.
is doing very good at
That
the box
thing's
office.
doing great. Yeah.
All right, we got
Crushing.
Fast and Furious 37.
Oh my God, Fast and Furious will never end. I did see something about Creed. Where is it? They're talking about
it's crushing it.
that the Creed universe could expand.
Oh, it's
Not
cool.
only is it they're crushing it, but they're like the Marvel universe. They're saying that they're going to be teaming up. This is Michael B. Jordan, MGM, and Amazon to create a Creed cinematic universe.
Yeah, this is the first one
Yeah.
that.
They're talking about doing an anime Rocky spinoff too. That's part of the whole group.
But this is the first one Stallone's not in, and he wasn't happy about it. They kept him out. The first two he was in,
Mm-hmm.
and he played big roles, and he wrote and everything like this. But this one, the kid did it all by himself, and it's really the first two made like 22 and 20 and 35 million, and that one's already exceeded 100 million. Yeah. So I mean, it's really crushed it.
Have you seen any of them, either of you?
I saw 1 and 2.
You did see them?
Yeah, I
Good?
thought. Yeah,
Good?
I thought they were good. I liked them, but I'm not really deep, so it was good. I like one time he was asking out a girl in his apartment building, and he knocked on her door, and she answered the door, and she goes, yeah. He goes, you want to go out to dinner? She goes, where are you from? He goes, L.A. She goes, this is how they ask people out in L.A.
Apparently.
I said, yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. I tried it at my place one time. No, I thought it was good. This one, though, it's really doing well at the box office, and so I don't know.
Great.
But, we'll see what happens, like with everything.
Have you seen them, Franny?
No, I have not.
okay.
Not that I don't
'Cause
want to. I just haven't.
I haven't either, and no real reason why. I just especially with this one being so good. I mean, maybe I'll binge 1 and 2, and then whenever 3 comes out, we can watch it. I will.
1 and 2 are all tied into Rocky.
Oh yeah. I
everything.
assume so. Yeah,
I don't think this one has anything to do with him, like at all. Like he fights the guy who killed his father, son. In 2, and then 1 he goes back, and when he did the first one, he went to go meet Rocky to train him.
But it's still, I mean, it's not like he's a new person, right?
No.
It's still the same.
Nope.
I'm assuming boxer.
Yeah, and then he fights somebody else. But it's the first one because when I saw
Right.
Creed 3, I thought Stallone was in it again, and then I saw an interview with him. He goes, "It's the first one they didn't ask me." So you never know. We got some stories coming about Florida. What's coming up?
I'll get up. I have a couple Gator stories, of course. You can't have a day in Florida without Gator stories.
It's the one I think of.
There's 2 that I got here.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I got 2 of them. I did post one, realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog. You can go ahead and check that out. A woman in Florida got a surprise from Delta Airlines.
I saw that too, yeah.
She did. And then a Florida father got arrested for something I bet you most fathers would have done in this situation. I will fill you in with all the details when we get back on Real Radio 92.1.
Proving that some of us have a face for radio.
You sick sons of
Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny today with temperatures returning to the lower and middle 80s this afternoon. We'll see a southeast breeze between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning and a warm start to the weekend. A few clouds on Saturday with highs near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. From a martini to a Bloody Mary to shaken not stirred, add Tito's for an evening that'll be fun and will turn into enjoyment. Tito's Vodka makes any night an event. Join the locker room March 11th this Saturday at the Tito's Raw Bar trackside at Gulfstream Park. Tito's and Gulfstream Park, that's a perfect race, and you'll be in the winner's circle every time. Tito's Handmade Vodka, always a winner, and if you have it in your lineup, you got a chance to be a star. Peace!
With Seagram's Escapes, you can turn a daily chore into a vacation. An ordinary dinner into a lively cookout. Your Wednesdays into an early weekend. Or any situation into something extraordinary. Seagram's Escapes. Make happiness happen. Enjoy responsibly. 2023 Seagram Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. Flavored malt beverages.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 3/21/23. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
Living here in South Florida, we spend a lot of time in the sun, boating, fishing, swimming, and sunbathing on the beach. Hey, this is Franny, and with time, too much sun can cause damage, which you may notice as sunspots that just appear or even wrinkles. Let Begin a New Med Spa help you smooth out and even out your skin tone. They have IPL laser treatments that give you clinically proven results to reduce the appearance of that sun damage, and it even improves your skin tone, texture, and firmness. You can check out real results on their Instagram at Begin a New Med. This is just one of the many services they offer at Begin a New. Testosterone replacement therapy. They have plenty of options for ED and sexual performance, clinical weight loss programs, and all kinds of aesthetic procedures like Botox and fillers. I have been a loyal client to them for over a year now because I truly trust their medical professionals. And in my personal opinion, they are the best in the biz. So start being the best version of you by going to beginanewmed.com. That's beginanewmed.com.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
Welcome to Pray.com's Relentless Hope Podcast, a show that will help you love your life, lead with purpose, and leave a legacy of helping others.
God can do anything, and He took this girl from deep, deep pain to true joy and true freedom.
Listen to Pray.com's Relentless Hope on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Tara, quote, "My doctor wanted me to do saline rinses for my allergies, but I've never been able to successfully use a neti pot. Navage uses suction power, so it's foolproof. There are nights when I'll have particularly bothersome allergies. I'll bust it out, and the results are immediate. It's such a relief. It's become a lifesaver." Unquote. She's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, N-A-V-A-G-E, clean nose, healthy life.
All the radio stations you love, every playlist to match your mood, the podcasts that everyone's talking about. If it's on the iHeartRadio app, it's free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Crash in Lake Worth, southbound 95, right at 6th Avenue South. It's off to the right shoulder, so just a minor slowdown there. You also have an accident still being worked northbound Turnpike, just 1 mile south of Lake Worth Road. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by Blindster.com.
Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Want to save big on custom faux wood blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and more? Shop Blindster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick and mortar stores. Get custom blinds at low prices and free shipping at Blindster.com.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in
Your coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse, and if you like listening to us, which I'm assuming you might like looking at us even more. So go to our website, check out Real TV, and check us out in studio doing what we do best. And it's always sponsored by Monroe's of Palm Beach. And it's hoop season, baby. Get over to Monroe's, watch a game with a beautiful lady, and guess what? Every shot's going to make the basket. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And it's time for Florida Stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
What the Florida?
So we'll start with a few Florida stories. Well, we always start with Florida stories. Florida gators, and I don't mean the ones up in Gainesville.
Chop, chop.
I'm talking about alligators. There is a woman who...
Chop, hurry up, Brandy.
No, I meant chop.
Chomp.
Whatever.
Chop.
Missing.
Chop.
A woman in Florida found a 400-pound, 11.5-foot alligator just taking a swim in her pool.
Hello.
Officers arrived from Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission to collect. I love they said to collect the gator. Like, what are you gonna?
How much did it weigh?
400 pounds, and it was 11.5 feet.
That's a big alligator.
That's a big alligator. They're just everywhere.
They're growing.
Yeah.
I think they're on steroids. Or Botox. They're unbelievable, some of the sizes.
Botox does not make you grow. Botox
How do you know if an alligator took it? Might.
It gets rid of wrinkles. I know. Yeah, so this happened in Stone Island, and that's one of those things. Think twice before jumping into your swimming pool without looking first.
Oh, I can't even imagine jumping in a pool and an alligator's there. You want to talk about having a bad day? Take me away?
Tebow, move over.
Boy. Yeah, it is crazy. There is photo and video. I'll see if I can get this one up. I do have photos and videos from another incident that happened. But yeah, the trappers were called in to pull the giant beast out of the water. And I just don't, why? It was later euthanized. It's not like it bit anybody. It was just in the pool.
I guess anytime it's around,
Yeah, but I've heard that they take them and they put them somewhere else.
Yeah. Relocate it back
they
to
relocate
its natural
them.
habitat.
If they bite somebody like that guy who in Daytona, like the alligator was like, knock, knock, and he opened the door and it bit him, they euthanized him. Like if it attacks somebody, typically they'll do it. But this one was just taking a swim. Well, this one did not need to be euthanized because a dude in Florida took it in his very own hands. And this is the story I have on realradio921.com on the Penthouse blog if you have not seen it yet. And I think most people probably would have done the same thing. I guess if you have the weapon on you. So the incident happened in the backyard of this guy's Deltona home where he was hanging out watching his dog, Winston. Winston was out in the back just sniffing around, doing what dogs do. Then he noticed an alligator at the exact same time. The alligator also noticed Winston. The gator lunged towards the dog and sunk his teeth into Winston's skull. As the guy had a gun on him, drew a gun, fired 4 shots, hitting the alligator in the head. He was like, I don't even think there was a thought, the homeowner says. I mean, you just bring it to action. Do what you have to do to save your dog. He said 20 seconds later, I probably would have had a dead dog. But as it turned out, Winston miraculously survived the attack, suffering only minor puncture wounds on his ear.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they said the guy did kill the gator, so it didn't have to be euthanized, and the Florida Fish and Wildlife did remove the gator's body. So I'm pretty sure most people, if they could or would have done the same thing.
That's a little different, I think, in a particular case like that, whether your dog or another person's being attacked, it's not as bad. But I the other one, I'm with you. I don't understand why they just couldn't have put it somewhere in its own area.
Yep. And then this is something, this is a tough one. So there is a Florida dude who was arrested after allegedly firing a gun at his roommates through a closed door after one of them got into bed with the suspect's teenage daughter. According to Cape Coral Police Department, Dane Victor Miller was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. They received a call around 12:30 in the morning stating that Miller just fired a gun at his roommates through the closed bedroom door. He said that he fired the gun because one of his roommates was naked in his teenage daughter's bedroom. When they arrived, they learned that the victim, it was a couple that were renting a bedroom from Miller, and all 3 had been drinking heavily together till the earlier that evening, One of the roommates told police he mistakenly went into the bedroom of the teenage female who lives in that house completely naked. Once the teenager realized that he was nude and was sleeping next to her, she went to her dad to let him know what happened, and that's when the crime occurred. So he did get arrested. Of course, he went in and was like, I'll kill you, firing the handgun 4 times, and he is now booked into the Lee County Jail. And then finally here, this woman got quite a surprise from Delta. So she went to social media, like so many do, to complain about her luggage getting destroyed. Her name is Peyton Thomas, and she made a damaged bag claim following a flight, and she posted it on her social. And then she posted this on her social because it looks like they were just going to send her a suitcase, but instead they sent her 13 pieces of luggage. She said she was just crying, laughing. Yeah, I mean, she thought they were just going to replace her one, and instead she gets 13. So she took them home, started packaging them, and she just thought it was a hoot. She was like, I can't fit 13 suitcases in my truck. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. So she documented the video on TikTok. Maybe she'll donate them. Maybe she'll give them back. I don't know, but they're pretty nice. And that is your What the Florida.
Great job, Francis. We do it twice a show, 11:05, 1:05. You guys give us this stuff. We give it back to you. We're going to come back with a new Greek misspeak. I got an unbelievable story about Tim Tebow. And 11:45, your chance to win concert tickets. We'll be back in a few minutes. Peace.
Real Radio is the news junkie.
Channel3000.com, which probably
sounds fake as hell, doesn't it?
Probably more of a local thing over there.
Tune into Channel 3000.
I've never had a cable box go that high. Channel 3000.
If you're a real son of a bitch, you're like, oh, God, channel up, channel up.
The News Junkie, weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Get ready to celebrate your favorite podcasts at our iHeart Podcast Awards. Tune in as the best podcasts take home awards in categories like comedy, crime, pop culture, and more. Watch on iHeartRadio's YouTube channel and Facebook page. And listen on iHeartRadio, Tuesday night at 9.
Are you looking for some non-dairy deliciousness? Discover the rich, creamy taste of Planet Oat Milk. It's delicious in coffee, smoothies, cereal, or by the glass. Planet Oat Milk tastes every bit as marvelous as the delicious moments it inspires. Pick it up in your local grocery store today.
I'm CBS 12 meteorologist Jennifer Collins. Mostly sunny today with temperatures returning to the lower and middle 80s this afternoon. We'll see a southeast breeze between 15 to 20 miles per hour. Comfortable this evening with a few more clouds tonight. as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning, and a warm start to the weekend. A few clouds on Saturday with highs near 80 degrees.
This report is sponsored by Reese Windows and Doors.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Most windows are installed by Reese in just 6 to 8 weeks. Text FAST to 20129 to find out how your window project can qualify for up to $10,000 of free state money. Text FAST to 20129.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin.
John, what are you doing? Get in my car. Why are you walking to work?
Thanks, man. It's these insanely high gas prices. They are draining my bank account. I can't afford to drive anymore.
Dude, don't walk. Just do what I do, because I never pay full price for gas anymore. I use the free Upside app that pays you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait, you're telling me you get paid cash when you buy gas with the Upside app?
Yes, I get real cash back every time I buy gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the free Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code SMART for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's promo code SMART. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, to PayPal, or an e-gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code SMART for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code SMART.
Attorney Joe Cordell.
Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Cartus, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
With Seagram's Escapes, you can turn a daily chore into a vacation. An ordinary dinner into a lively cookout. Your Wednesdays into an early weekend. Or any situation into something extraordinary. Seagram's Escapes make happiness happen. Enjoy responsibly. 2023 Seagram Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. Flavored malt beverages.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
If you ever need our help, we're just a call away. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. From a martini to a Bloody Mary to shaken not stirred, add Tito's for an evening that'll be fun and it'll turn into enjoyment. Tito's Vodka makes any night an event. Join the locker room March 11th this Saturday at the Tito's Raw Bar trackside at Gulfstream Park. Tito's and Gulfstream Park, that's a perfect race and you'll be in the winner's circle every time. Tito's Handmade Vodka, always a winner, and if you have it in your lineup, you got a chance to be a star. Peace!
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Crash in Lake Worth, southbound 95, right at 6th Avenue South. It's off to the right shoulder, so just a minor slowdown there. You also have an accident still being worked northbound Turnpike, just 1 mile south of Lake Worth Road. I'm Joel Mount.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
Welcome to Pray.com's Relentless Hope Podcast, a show that will help you love your life, lead with purpose, and leave a legacy of helping others.
God can do anything, and He took this girl from deep, deep pain to
iHeartRadio app, or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in The Penthouse on a Friday. Good afternoon to everybody, or good morning, wherever you're at, mentally, physically. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
Francis is here.
Hey, and speaking of mentally, we're going to take a quiz later to see where we're at mentally as far as
I gotta
maturity.
Go. I
gotta go.
Uh-huh.
Jesus, talk about failure right off the bat.
Can't fail this kind of touch. Can't fail it.
Want to bet?
All right, let's see if anybody can, right?
We're going to give you a new Greek misspeak.
This is your Greek misspeak review.
From Florida, I would take a 7 o'clock flight, 4.5 hours. You get there at 12, but it's 9. So you have a day to acclimate yourself.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
It's the Penthouse. We'll be back. Benny, my Hana.
Ma.
If I get my car washed and then a landscaper comes by and blows all over it.
Even the car wash and it rains too, but at least you get the rain check.
The rain I don't care about, because if it's a good car wash, good wax. I go to Green Turtle. It's always beats up. I think it's cool at night.
My car wash will only beat at night.
The good thing about Monday, it's Tuesday, and we'll be back to entertain you again. That's right. You win it.
If you think you're having a stroke, you cannot speak well, alert somebody.
Good thing is usually everybody's rent is due today, so some people look at that as a bad thing.
What?
I got to pick out a new suit, though. I want to wear something I haven't been taking a photographer in. So you know what I mean?
No.
Me
Nobody
too.
knows.
I don't like being in something I'm not photographer in.
Jimmy, before you get into Tebow, because I don't want to get too far away from it, we were talking Academy Awards a little bit.
Yeah.
And I got a couple text messages that came through. So there was a dress that was stolen.
Okay.
From one of the actresses, and we have a couple things. So, where is it? So I got a text talking about the dress being stolen. It said a multi-million-dollar dress was supposedly stolen from the Best Actress. They ended up finding it. The value of the dress was $150,000. Lots of money. It's Lupita. How do you say her name? Nyong. If you look at her, you'll know who I'm talking about. And they did steal.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the name.
Yes.
I never really understood how to pronounce
yes,
it.
I don't either. So I'm probably totally messing that up. But the dress was stolen and it was recovered. Police did find that. So that was a $150,000 dress. And then Donna texted in at 47142, started off with Real Radio. And she said that the carpet at the Academy Awards this year, the Oscars, is going to be champagne colored. It's the first time ever that they've had a champagne-colored carpet.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good for them.
There you go, a couple texts.
And everybody's going to bitch about it. Oh, my God, why'd they break tradition? They should go back to the red. Maybe they got it cheaper and they saved some money, and that's why they did it. So Tim Tebow, I saw him speaking about a situation. Jimmy, you'll love this story. He, when he was with the Patriots, he met Bill Belichick for the first time, and he wasn't with them a long time. And Bill said to him, we have our quarterback, obviously, it's Brady, and Tebow was there to possibly fill in as a backup, one of the roles.
Right.
So Belichick said to him, just keep your nose clean and focus and work hard. So they're in about 2 weeks into preseason football, and Tebow gets a call from his agent, and he says, are you off tomorrow? And Tebow says, yes. He goes, well, I got a commercial for you to do. It's going to take 2 hours. This company, they're going to pay you $1 million. And this is Tebow, really, the way people portray him. He goes, well, I got to ask Bill. He goes, because I'm not going to do it. But he really didn't have to ask him. It was his day off. He was free to do. But Belichick told him, keep your nose clean, all that.
Right.
So he calls up Belichick, and he said, tomorrow's our day off, right? And coach, and he goes, yep, you're off. And he goes, I got an opportunity. My agent called me to do a commercial for 2 hours, and they'll give me $1 million. And Belichick said, listen. He goes, well, Tim, thank you for telling me. I don't think you should do it. So Tebow, being Tebow, said, okay, coach, I won't do it. So he went back to his agent, goes, we're going to refuse it. And then next week, he got cut.
Oh.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, so he told the story. Yep, the week goes, again, it was preseason.
Right.
Trying to make the team.
Man.
But Belichick said to him, I don't want all this craziness, that always went with Tebow, with all the media and everything like that. And really, Tebow he didn't have to ask him. It just
He could have just done it, right?
Yeah, it was his day off, and that's what I saw.
It was his day off too, man. Double whammy, man. That sucks.
Yeah,
He lost millions and then also got cut.
And it's not going to be, like a controversial product because you didn't say what the product was that you're doing a commercial for.
He didn't say.
But, it's Tim Tebow. He's not going to do something for a porn site or something. It's going to probably, who knows, maybe a razor commercial or something.
Who knows? But like you said, it's him and his background, so you would think it was not going to be anything, a little risque. And the other thing is, it was his day off. He really didn't have to ask him. He could have just said, well, we were off, and I went. But he did ask him, and that's the kind of makeup he is, the kind of person
So
people
the moral of the story is
don't ask.
But why would
Ask for
Belichick say
forgiveness
no on his day off? That doesn't make any sense.
Belichick, that's whatever it was.
It is surprising.
Yeah.
You kind of gave me a little twist there. I didn't see that one
I didn't
coming.
either.
I saw it. I saw Tebow speaking about it in an interview with himself. Talking about the whole thing on an interview, and he was right. Now I don't know, maybe the product, whatever, or maybe he didn't want it. But Tebow did emphasize when he first met Belichick, he was like, "Keep your nose clean." Yeah. And, we don't want a lot of drama up here. We're not about that and this and that. So, but he said he asked him, and that's it. But then he said thing 2 weeks later he gets cut.
The only thing I can think of is that, if it was a competitor to Gillette,
I don't know.
If it was a shaving item or something or
Weird.
something that would be
a conflict,
some conflict to the team, to Kraft, to him. I don't know. That's the only thing I can think of as to why he would say that. Otherwise, that doesn't even seem like something a Belichick would do. I don't get that. I understand not wanting to hoopla.
Maybe it was an underwear
and
ad.
the same type of.
Maybe, and he didn't want questions about it. Who knows? I don't know what it was.
Yeah, it's just weird. There's
But
there's details there that I want.
Me too.
Yeah, but he didn't speak about it when I saw the interview. He just said, "This is what happened. I was in, training camp, obviously." And he goes, "I want to make the team too, so I want to do all the right things." So I asked him but I do think a lot of people, and not just professional, you would think, "Hey, it's my day off. I'm doing what I want." I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm flying. I'm doing
a good kid. Does what he. He followed what coach wanted. Now, and please remind me because I don't keep up with I'm not great with this stuff with the sports. Was this pre or post Jets? I don't remember if he was with New England first or the Jets first.
I think he was with.
I think the Jets first, right? Because didn't he go to the Jets from Denver?
Yeah. I think it was after that.
Okay, so it was after that. So I can see where Belichick's like, I don't want that all hoopla like they had in New York in the press conference for a backup quarterback, and so, that I get.
And also, there was a big problem in Denver too. There was a lot of hoopla with him too. And also,
that was the kneeling.
Yeah, but that's still part of it, like you said. Mm-hmm. And who knows? Maybe you didn't want Brady to feel like, he's getting more attention. Brady's our quarterback.
Could be.
Who knows?
Could be. Who knows what kind of mess that could have been?
Yeah, and then he starts bitching like with Jimmy G. Brady supposedly behind the scenes got mad that Jimmy G was getting a lot of attention. Who knows? But
maybe it has something to do with the church.
Yeah, who knows?
The commercial too, and unfortunately, that could create some controversy.
Sure. But the whole thing is that if he made the team, you say, who cares? Right? You made the team, but you got cut 2 weeks later.
Yeah.
Well, I thought it was interesting, but again,
did his agent call back to whoever it was?
He's
available.
That's what I was going to say. He can do any day now. But it's also Tebow the way he's portrayed. You know what I mean? And the life for years in college and pro football, the way they talk about him,
straight and narrow. Doesn't have to do it. Did it anyway. Ended up biting him in the butt.
Yeah. But I thought it was a story. I was like, wow, imagine that. Like you say no, you do it right. Hey, coach, next day.
Yeah.
And then
not that Tebow's hurting for money.
No,
obviously, he's doing well that way. So it's not that, but it's a good it's a good story.
You think when Belichick cut him, he opened up with, I got some good news for you. You can go do that commercial.
Yeah.
You're out.
Is that still available?
It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're going to come back with a trifecta. And don't forget, 11:45, you can win tickets to Slightly Stupid. Peace.
We'll be your friend. Follow us at Real Radio 92.1 on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Pleasant and warm through this afternoon with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Mostly sunny with a southeast breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Comfortable for this evening. We'll see a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning with an isolated shower chance.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
Want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Owen. I'm a cigarette.
Do you like being a cigarette?
No, I don't. Not really into killing thousands of people. Sorry, no filter.
Right.
What's your sign?
Pisces?
I'm a Cancer. Cigarette joke. But seriously, I do cause cancer. And heart disease. And strokes. I could go on forever. Unlike the people who smoke me.
The average smoker lives 10 years less than non-smokers. Quit today. Find out how at tobaccofreeflorida.com.
Injured on the job? It takes one phone call to take back control of your life. Anna Jar Levine will fight to get you the compensation you deserve. Call me, Glenn Levine, for a free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. That's 1-800-747-3733.
In office, West Palm Beach.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 3/21/23. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and AutoPay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Find everything you love listening to on Audible. Hear celebrity memoirs, mysteries, true crime, sci-fi, and more. Audible is the home of storytelling, audiobooks, podcasts, and originals. Sign up for a free 30-day trial at audible.com.
ADT, headquartered in Boca Raton, Florida, has an opening for a manager, Advanced Analytics. This is a 100% remote position that allows working from home. Job duties include creating and optimizing Machine Learning Center of Excellence end-to-end process for Advanced Analytics team, setting, enforcing, and maintaining quality standards for machine learning model sign-off and productionalization, managing intake and prioritization of the machine learning model lifecycle. Applicants must have at least a bachelor's degree or its equivalent in analytics, finance, statistics, economics, mathematics, or another related quantitative field like engineering or physics, and at least 5 years of progressive work experience as a business data analyst, developer, or related role in finance and or data analytics. The salary range for this position is $114,941 to $133,200 per year. A background check and drug testing will be required. To apply, email your resume to marianicoletti@adt.com and reference job code RD022023.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
We're looking good on 95. Boca to Jupiter, accident-free, according to the Florida Highway Patrol. 15 minutes southern to PGA. A little bit of a slowdown going on right now. Military Trail northbound. This is on the approach to Forest Hill Boulevard. I'm Joel Malkin.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com. Hiring heating up? Indeed's hiring platform makes it easy to attract,
and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. You're listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. Hope you guys are having a good day. Within the next couple hours, Franny's going to suggest some things you could do this weekend, but really she's telling you what to do. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good morning.
And Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
And now it's going to be a trifecta, and then we're going to take a quiz. Uh-oh. Can we cheat?
Riders up. It's Creaky Trifecta.
All right, so on Monday, if you were betting the Jets to win the Super Bowl, they were 30 or 35 to 1. And on Tuesday, they went to go see Mr. Rogers. And they said, you want to come to our neighborhood? Well, the Jets walked away with saying, and the narrative out there is that they feel good that they're going to get him. So they dropped in Vegas and all over, where sports betting is legalized, to 16-1. Also, Massachusetts got legalized sports betting today, another state that made it happen. So Jets now 16-1 to win the Super Bowl. Jets. You might have been late on that. And again, if you want to bet the Jets, wait until they sign Rodgers. Don't bet them today, because if they don't sign him, this line's going to go back up. Odell, he's a free agent. Remember him? He played for the Giants and the Rams, won a Super Bowl, but he blew out his ACL. Well, today in Arizona, he's going to have a workout and show the teams that he's ready to play and that he can add to any team. Giants are interested, Buffalo Bills, and the Dallas Cowboys, and maybe even the Jets. Wow, imagine a Jets signing Odell and Mr. Rogers in the same day. That'd be pretty big. Whoa. And Canes, the Canes won yesterday, but it was not a great victory. Canes were up by 18 yesterday, and they won by 2. And they were laying some serious wood yesterday, and they did not cover, laying 7. Wake Forest had a chance at the end of the game to actually beat them, but they did pull away, and they won by 2. Today they got a tough game. They are playing Duke, and Duke is very hot, laying 2. And FAU Owls, they won again yesterday, and they advanced. And again today, they're playing 12:30. Little tough, though, back-to-back. And they played last night, and now they're playing today 12:30. I don't know if it's going to affect them, but they are laying 10 points. And that is your mid-lunch trifecta. Peace.
So before we get into this quiz, the mental age quiz, I do want to direct you to our social media. That is at Real Radio 921 on Instagram and Facebook. I posted something on there, and you can just see it. It's just like a little meme. And it says, if you're a burglar, but you only steal things to slightly inconvenience your victims. What are you stealing? Now, I started it off. I actually have a couple on there. I started off with doorknobs. Imagine coming home and all your doorknobs are gone. That's an inconvenience, right? I also posted cell phone charger, your phone chargers. So little things like that. If somebody came home and you're like, what the hell just happened? So you can play along with us. Make a comment either on our Instagram or on our Facebook at Real Radio 921, and we'll read some of those in a bit. So you guys ready to see how emotionally mature we are?
Yes.
You got yours pulled up, Jimmy, because I have to. I sent you the link because I'm going to do one for me because I know Greek doesn't have a computer.
Okay, let me pull it right now.
So I'll have to do one for him and one for me.
I've already failed.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe what?
That he's going to fail.
Okay. But I'll read these out loud, and if you want to play along, this is a BuzzFeed quiz. So you just go to BuzzFeed.com, check out their quizzes, and I do believe, Jimmy, I sent a link with there. If not, let me know, and I'll send it to you.
I don't see it there.
No, I'm not emailing.
So, let me look for it. You said it's a BuzzFeed link?
I'll just send it to you right now. Okay. I got it. I got it for you. I thought I said
it. Yeah. Well, it's in the it's in that one. Okay, there we go.
Oh, you found it?
All right, we are set.
All right, perfect. Okay, so I'm going to do one for me, one for G-Man, and play along with us. All right, so first question on here, and we may have to take a break because we do have a prize giveaway at 5 o'clock. Hopefully we'll get through these. What is your basic approach to life? Stop and smell the roses. Hard work brings success. The glass is always half full. Or follow your gut instinct.
Hard work brings success.
I do agree with that.
Say
I am a stop and smell the roses kind of girl.
And I'm going to say follow your gut instincts.
All right, so we're all different here. Okay, hopefully I don't confuse the two of us. All right.
Want me to write it down?
How do you spend... Well, no, because I have to click on each answer. I'm just going back and forth. How do you spend your alone time? Reading a new book? Planning a road trip? catching up on a TV series or watching a movie. What alone time? I'm always busy.
The closest thing on there I can say is catching up on TV.
Yeah, that's my honest answer. Yeah, I would like to plan a trip abroad, but you need the money for that.
Yeah.
G-Man, what would be yours?
That's the closest thing to porn.
Is that on there? That's,
There's my maturity.
I don't have anything that fits that, so I guess you go with just the closest.
Okay.
So I guess TV.
Okay. All right. Next up. Wait, did I write? Yeah, did I click that? Yeah. Click. Okay. Next up, we have, for some reason, yours does not want to click on here, so I'm going to have to go back. Okay.
You know, and I don't mean this to be insulting. What alone time? I'm always busy. I would pick that more for you. I mean, if I had to pick them for you, you know, I mean, I just because there's
Want me
nothing
to change it?
nothing bad about it because you're always on the go, right? You know.
Yeah.
And,
All right, so change it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Jimmy knows me better.
All right.
Thank you.
We changed it
no,
for you.
I don't want to say that.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
All right. You feel most proud of yourself when you solve a difficult problem, get out of your way to help someone else, protect your peace and set boundaries, are recognized for something you did by someone you respect.
This is deep.
Yeah, we're trying to see how old we are mentally, if we're mature. You feel most proud of yourself.
When you get out of the shower. Could you do them again slow? It's like a specials at a restaurant.
I just go right to number 4.
Solve a difficult, solve a difficult problem. Go out of your way to help someone else. Protect your peace and set boundaries. Are recognized for something you did by someone you respect.
I would say 2. Helping somebody.
Okay, not get recognized for something you did for someone. Okay, got it.
I would say solve a difficult problem. I like that. I mean, it feels good when you can figure something out that you don't normally deal with on a regular basis.
And I'm going to do the one everybody thought G would. Are recognized for something you did by someone you respect. All right, next up on to see if we're how mature we are. Let's do a little scrolling. When you get frustrated, you tend to lash out, run away, cry or complain to others, or hide it.
That's easy for me. I lash out. I yell. That's my way. That's my way of getting out my frustration.
I am a hide it kind of
Yeah,
girl.
you're definitely hide it.
What about you, G-Man?
I would say yell.
So lash out?
Yeah.
Okay.
Whether it's in the car or anything, not at somebody, but I might be driving and be like, "Yes, sister's ass."
Why are you hanging out at a party? Helping the host in the kitchen?
Piece of ass.
Or where? I'm sorry. Where are you hanging at the party? Helping the host in the kitchen? Talking in the corner with my friends? Controlling the auxiliary cord? Or I'm not at a party. I'm probably in the kitchen helping.
I'm talking.
And they probably are trying to get me out of there.
I'm talking to my friends in the corner.
Yeah, me too.
Okay. All right. Next up, what stresses you out the most? Conflict, lack of control, deadlines, rules and restrictions. Mine is conflict.
What was 2?
Lack of control.
Yeah, I would say that.
Yeah, it's mine as well.
Okay. All right. We might be able to get through one
Out of those 4.
Yeah.
I have plenty of other things, but
yeah, I don't like conflict.
Since I can only
don't like
choose
getting
those
in
4.
it. Just keep me away. What career interests you most? Therapist, pilot, teacher, FBI agent.
Anybody want to pick mine?
Pilot, I get it. I probably, out of those 4, I probably would pick pilot too. Actually, just saw a special on it today. United Airlines they're searching. They started a new aviation school.
Not a teacher?
No.
No? Okay.
No, it's
because I mean,
it's such a scary world these days.
Well,
they got to deal with a lot.
And when I say teaching with fitness or teaching with
I take that
nutrition,
as but I take that as more of a teacher in school is what I would take it at.
Teacher's a teacher, right?
Yeah, but I think a pilot would be a cool job. FBI agent would be, but it'd be very stressful.
Therapist.
Yes, I figured that would be yours, G-Man. Next up on this quiz, and we might have to take a little break. How many more do we have? 1, 2, 3. We only have 2 more. We can bang it out. Let's bang it out. How did teachers at school describe you? Friendly, thoughtful, natural born leader, talkative.
None of the above. I'll go with friendly. That's probably the closest that would describe me.
What about you, G-Man?
A couple in there, but I would say talkative.
Talkative?
Yeah, it's either that or friendly.
Okay. And At school, yes. In my adult life, not so much. But natural born leader. I was the president of my elementary school and the president of Safety Patrol.
Oh, that's big. Safety Patrol.
Safety Patrol.
That's you.
Did you have the orange sash?
Well, yeah, ours were yellow. We had the fluorescent.
Oh, yellow.
We had
Okay,
fluorescent,
okay.
yes.
Mhm.
Yes, in Georgia.
You don't talk about it that much, but that's a big accomplishment.
It sure is, yeah. Did you used to stand on the seat in the back on the bus? Where you got one knee on the seat and the other one where you're standing? Because,
like Captain Morgan?
You could be authoritarian. and
You're very humble.
you're
I
allowed
would
to
be
do
telling
that.
a lot of people
All
that.
the people, I put it on all my resumes when
You
I was
should.
when I was 10 years old.
And you put that and you hand it to him. Look at number 2. What I went down.
And finally, which one of these things is easiest for you to trust? Which of these things is, why can't I read? And finally, which of these things is easiest for you to trust? Authority figures, facts and logic, intuition, or impulses?
That's easy for me. Facts and logic.
I am intuition.
Oh, man, this is tough.
What about you?
I guess Jimmy's right. If it's a fact,
Facts
it's a
and
fact.
logic?
Yeah, it's a fact.
Easiest for you to trust?
Yeah, because, I mean, like, today's Friday. That's a fact.
Okay, so you trust it. All right, G-Man, do you want to know how old you,
don't
are
trust your
mentally?
intuition?
But I think it's more what you said when you think of a question. A fact is a fact. That's it. Sometimes your intuition
So
could
you
be wrong.
trust it most, yeah.
Yeah.
No,
'Cause I've
your
been
intuition can be wrong, but I trust it. And then, yeah,
Okay,
until
all right,
I figure
fair
out
enough.
that.
Because I've been wrong about people a lot.
Fair enough.
All right, so G-Man, your mental age is 35. Says you think of yourself and aren't afraid to express your own opinions and preferences. You are logical and action-oriented and are probably described as wise beyond your years when giving advice. Hello, WWGD. What would Greek do?
No, it's not the age that I date people, is it?
That's your cutoff. Jimmy, how old are you?
35. Same thing.
All right, Jim.
And I'm disappointed in myself.
I am 19.
Wow, you look 19
For the
too.
most part, you just take each moment as it comes and try not to plan too far out. You aren't often described as a responsible one in the group, but you're just trying not to take everything to it cuts
Serious?
off. Maybe it says read more. I don't know. I clicked on it. It's not letting me read anymore. But yeah, so I'm 19 and you both are 35.
So you're happy with that?
Oh, here you're too seriously. You likely enjoy travel and adventure.
That's you.
Which I do.
You like to travel?
Yeah.
You like adventure?
I like
you come
adventure.
here every day, 10 to 2?
That's an adventure.
Yes, it is.
All right, let's do a giveaway.
All right, let's give away a pair of tickets to Slightly Stupid, and you don't have to be 35 to go to the show. With special guest Sublime with Rome, Sunday, September 3rd at I Think Financial Amphitheater. Tickets on sale now. They started this morning at 10 a.m., but we've got a pair of tickets for you to win right now. 877-927-6969. We're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said. This game is really easy. I'm going to read you a quote, and you have to tell us who said it. Greek, myself, or Francis, and I have the audio to back us up. Give us a call right now, 877-927-6969.
Thank you very much, Jimmy, for your help all the time with the contest. Tomorrow, the locker room will be live at Gulfstream Park at Tito's Raw Bar. Stop by, have a Bloody Mary, maybe a Tito's and lemonade. The food is awesome. Great seafood, and you'll just have a great time at the track. Weather's supposed to be beautiful. We'll be down there doing a locker room from 11 to 3, Joe and myself having a good time. So stop down, have some Tito's on us, and whatever kind of, any drink you want to add Tito's, it's always good, especially at the track. Beautiful day of fun and enjoyment, and you don't have to spend a lot of money. And remember, at the track, it's free admission. You can just walk in, but we'll be there tomorrow, 11 to 3, doing a locker room live. It's I was there on a Sunday at a big event for one of my buddies. His horse ran, and it was just a beautiful day. The weather was just unbelievable. It was so good. I'm going to do a special.
I got to get out there one day. It's been a long time. We used to, years ago with Johnny C, we would do the show over there. And that's probably the last time I've been, but I've heard they've made it even more beautiful. And not just that, you keep on talking about this Tito's Bloody Mary bar and seafood, and I am down with all of that.
And they have a
Raw
big
bar.
carousel now on the other end to the left. It's really cool, and there's bars all around it.
That's cool.
No, it's really, really nice.
Be nice to do a day down there.
Yeah, it would be. And then you can go at night, too. I mean, they have all the restaurants. Everything's open.
I'll take Charisse with me.
Oh, God. Don't do it. Don't do it.
She would enjoy herself. Why not?
You won't see her. She's at the window. She's not working with us tomorrow, so I know she's a little disappointed because she was like, oh, my God, I downloaded the app. I'm like, you downloaded the app, and I never seen somebody so quick to like gambling who really didn't, just won a little, but she was real, and she wasn't faking it. She was out there really doing it.
Got the bug. It happens.
Yeah, it does happen. So tomorrow, Gulfstream Park, locker room. If you guys want to come by and say us, put on a saddle on me and have a good time.
Wow.
Jimmy, are you ready?
Nobody can afford that. Yes, I am ready. Let's get our contest going here for a pair of tickets to see Slightly Stupid. And our first contestant today is John. John, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, how are you guys?
We're doing great, John. First of all, always thanks for listening. We do appreciate it. How long you been listening to Real Radio?
About 5 years or so.
Nice. You a big fan of Slightly Stupid?
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
All right, let's see if we can get you hooked up with a pair of tickets to go see them. Special guest Sublime with Rome. Then that show is September 3rd. It's a Sunday at, I Think, Financial Amphitheater. Now, John, we're going to play a little game called He Said, She Said. I'm going to read you a quote, and you got to let us know whether Greek said it, whether I said it, or whether Franny said it, okay?
All righty.
Here is your quote. Is that a beaver? Is that a beaver? Did Greek say that? Did I say that? Or did Franny say that?
I'm going to say Franny.
Sorry, that was me.
Oh.
Is that a beaver? Because I really don't know. Sorry about that, John. Better luck next time. Next up, we have Alicia. Alicia, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hi there.
How are you today?
Doing well, thank you. How are you?
I'm not bad. How's life treating you?
Really good.
All right. Well, we appreciate you listening to Real Radio. How long you been listening?
Oh, man, probably about 10 years.
Nice.
Wow.
Well, let's see if we can make life even better for you by winning a pair of tickets to see Slightly Stupid. Now, Alicia, I'm going to read you a quote. You got to let us know whether Greek said it, whether I said it, or whether Franny said it, okay?
All right.
All right. Here is your quote. I mean, if you want, I'll give it to you. I mean, if you want, I'll give it to you. Did Greek say that? Did Franny say that? Or did I say that?
I'm going to go with Franny.
Yeah.
Nice job.
Nice job,
She thought it
Alicia.
was him. He was flexing like it's me.
I thought it was me. I really did. I thought it was. I say it every morning.
This is what that sounded like.
I mean, if you want it, I'll give it to you.
Great job.
Nice job, Alicia. Now, if you would, hang tight. I'm going to put you on hold. We're going to go to break in a couple of minutes, and I'm going to get back on the line with you off air, get a little more info from you, and we'll get you set up with those tickets, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Thank
you. And that's how you win right there, kids.
Thank you, Jimmy, for your help. Great job. And she's on her way to a great concert. Every day, 11:45, we always have something for you guys. We do appreciate you listening and always being a part of Real Radio.
Bonus question. I mean, if you want, I'll give it to you. What were you given?
I don't. No.
No.
What is it?
I think
I don't know either.
I think you were talking about the showers and the oranges. Oranges in the showers?
No. What was I going to
I
be
don't
giving
think
to
so
you?
because
I don't either.
It's an older drop
Yeah.
than that because we were
Yeah.
just talking about that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's probably not.
No, I don't. It's not. What would I be giving to you?
I don't remember.
The orange? As you walked into the shower.
Maybe some meat because we talk about meat quite a bit.
Yes, I'm not really quite sure.
There's a lot that you do. Do you think you have time, or do you want to wait for things to do this weekend?
I guess I can sprinkle a few. We don't
All
have to
right.
do the full list, but hey, why not?
All right, let's get into it then.
You do your own music.
It's hard to do my music and talk about what's going on this
Come on,
weekend.
do it. I want to be impressed.
Meet. Let's go.
All right, things going on this weekend. Yes, St. Patrick's Day is coming up next Friday, but that doesn't mean the festivities are not starting early. And there's a lot of things going on. But let's kick off with some sports on Friday. Today, you have the Miami Heat versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. They're going to be playing at the Miami-Dade Arena. Then you got the Panthers and the Chicago Blackhawks at FLA Live. Baseball, still spring training. Nationals versus Marlins at the ballpark at the Palm Beaches. You have the Mets and the Cardinals at Roger Dean Stadium. Mets and Astros at Clover Park in the Pizzle. What else do we have? I'm trying to stick with this. There is a St. Patty's Day block party on the 500 block of Clematis Street in West Palm Beach, and that is going on starting tonight through Sunday. So that is a 3-day block party. And then let's move on to Saturday. You do have a lot of spring training. I'm not going to go, but most of the ballparks are doing spring training through that. The Jupiter Irish Festival in Abacoa. That is Saturday and Sunday. Come on by and say hi, because I will be behind the bar making drinks right there in Abacoa. Jupiter Irish Fest. You also see Charisse and Megan and her husband.
Wow.
The whole crew will be there.
Damn.
Making drinks at the Jupiter Irish Fest. You do have to buy tickets in advance. I believe general tickets are $5. And they might have them at the gate too, but I do recommend getting them in advance. It is going to be a really great time. If you've not been, this is something I've been doing for about 3 years now. So they're going to have Irish music, dancers, authentic food, drinks, all kinds of stuff. And this is Abacoa Town Center tomorrow and Sunday. There's also a St. Patrick's Day celebration. You get to paint the city green at the Delray Beach St. Patrick's Day celebration. If you've not been to that one, it is a hoot. It's a really great time. They got the parade that goes down Atlantic Avenue. They have the party at Old School Square. The event has floats, marching bands, dancers, veterans, first responders, live music, family-friendly activities, all kinds of stuff. And that is tomorrow from noon to 7 o'clock. There's also the 33rd Annual Art Fest by the Sea. It returns to Juno Beach this weekend. The festival features hundreds of stunning works of art. They have craft artisan creations, and guests can enjoy, walk around, look, and you can purchase. The admission is free, and that is A1A in Juno Beach between Donald Ross and Marcinski Road. Then we also have the 77th Annual Under the Oak Fine Arts and Crafts Show. This is happening at Riverside Park. This is a historical event. It brings over 200 artists from across the nation and over 50,000 visitors. That is a lot of visitors. Oh, and guess what? Tomorrow, Rapids Water Park seasonal opening.
Wonderful.
Right? It's already happening. West Palm Beach Green Market. G-Man, you said you wanted to check that out. That's tomorrow from 9 to 1. Sunday, Def Leppard and Motley Crue will be jamming out at the Hard Rock Live.
Wow.
Yeah.
That'll be a good show.
Right.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff going on, but I will end it there for this round of what's going on this weekend.
Thank you so much, Francis. We'll come back later in the show. We'll give it to you again and maybe add a couple things. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. And don't forget, we're going to come back with some fun facts about bananas.
No.
All right.
It is National Ranch Day, so I have some interesting facts about ranch.
Oh, like
Yes.
ranch you put on chicken or just like a ranch
Your
that
ranch
you live
put
in?
on whatever. Ranch, you can. That's not the first thing I think about putting ranch on a chicken, but like the salad dressing.
Okay,
People
cool.
like on pizza. I guess whatever you want to put it on.
pizza's not bad.
Whatever you want to put it on.
Mostly on chicken. Huh?
Ranch dressing, yes. That's what I think of when I think about
Mostly on
ranch.
chicken. Yeah.
You can tell he cooks. Yes, ranch when we come back on Real Radio 92.1.
Proving that some of us have a face for radio. Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Pleasant and warm through this afternoon with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Mostly sunny with a southeast breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Comfortable for this evening. We'll see a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning with an isolated shower chance.
This report is sponsored by Wendy's. Try Wendy's Homestyle French Toast Sticks today. Wendy's Homestyle French Toast Sticks are so good. Some are saying they're better than their mom's French toast. Perfectly crispy on the outside, perfectly fluffy on the inside, perfectly perfect in every way. Try Wendy's Homestyle French Toast Sticks today and see if they're better than your mom's.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. From a martini to a Bloody Mary to shaken not stirred, add Tito's for an evening that'll be fun and it'll turn into enjoyment. Tito's Vodka makes any night an event. Join the locker room March 11th this Saturday at the Tito's Raw Bar trackside at Gulfstream Park. Tito's and Gulfstream Park, that's a perfect race and you'll be in the winner's circle every time. Tito's Handmade Vodka, always a winner, and if you have it in your lineup, you got a chance to be a star. Peace!
Building a new home is a heavy load. Get the support you need with Coast Truss. Their roof and floor trusses are sturdy, versatile, cost-effective, and built to stand the test of time. Plus, they offer quick service to keep you on schedule and on budget. Local and family-owned, they've supported builders for over 40 years. Call Coast Truss at 772-286-3700. That's 772-286-3700. Or email plans to KOST Truss Inc. @gmail.com.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number?
Not me.
Nope. Oh no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go. Shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms, irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
On the podcast Really Know Really, join best friends Jason Alexander and Peter Tilden, along with experts, newsmakers, and celebrities, in a search for answers to life's most baffling, intriguing, and annoying questions. You know, those things that make you go, really? No, really?
I think there was a 17-year-old in Rhode Island who ran a candidate that was a deepfake.
Really? Wait, that's news to me. That's Really Know Really right there.
Really Know Really.
Listen to Really Know Really on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Eric was way behind on his taxes.
I owed a lot of money to the IRS, almost $15,000. I tried to make payments.
The IRS wasn't satisfied with Eric's efforts, so they came after him full force.
They're coming to put a lien and a hold on all my income, my home, my car. I was just overwhelmed at what to do.
Then Eric called Optima Tax Relief.
When Optima Tax got involved, the calls would stop, the threats would stop. It was easy like 1, 2, 3.
Optima Tax Relief is A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau, and their team of expert tax professionals took care of Eric's problem.
I owe $15,000, and now my debt is clean. I don't owe anything.
Take Eric's advice.
If you have a tax problem, you need to call Optima Tax now.
Call Optima Tax Relief for a free consultation. Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Haley, quote, "Navage is the best thing I bought. I love it. My nose feels so clear now and I can breathe. I've been struggling with a stuffy nose for weeks. I bought Navage and it's amazing." Or this one, "I use Navage every night, could not imagine life without it. I have 5 cats and before I found Navage, I was a clogged mess. Now I breathe so much better," unquote. Those are 2 of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
No one has the same taste as you.
You damn right.
From the music you love to the podcasts you can't live without. And only the iHeartRadio app has it all for free. Download the free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio. Portions of the following program were pre-recorded.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733. To the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in Penthouse on a Friday afternoon. Thank you so much for always listening to Real Radio. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkies and the Greek Zone today. And then you get your day finished with Lex and Terry. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And of course, she is here. Francis.
Hello, hello.
And some facts of fun.
It's Freddy's Fun Facts.
So yeah, today is National Ranch Day. And I did see here that Hidden Valley is doing something disgusting. Just kidding, for Ranch Day. They are going to be releasing a ice cream. They have announced a new ranch dressing ice cream, and it's going to be hitting the shelves at Walmart later on this month. I think they're going to start selling it. Where's the date here? March 20th. It's a limited time thing. So if you've been like, man, I wish this ranch dressing would be ice cream, well, now you're in luck.
Wow. Just what I was hoping for.
Okay.
Apple pie and ranch.
I thought so. All right, so let's get into these facts about ranch. Ranch dressing was created in 1949 by a plumber turned cowboy.
Really?
Said while working as a contract plumber in Alaska, Steve Henson started cooking for his coworkers and perfecting his buttermilk dressing recipe. 5 years later, he moved to California with his wife, Gail, and they bought a ranch. His famous buttermilk dressing soon became a staple at the dinner table of Hidden Valley Ranch, and before long, the Hensons started selling it to guests in local supermarkets. Over 2 decades later, in 1972, the couple sold their name and recipe to Clorox for $8 million. Not bad for a little buttermilk, mayo, and herbs.
Yeah, what a payday back then, huh?
Right?
Today? So great.
I'll take it anytime, right?
Today would be 8 billion, not million.
Yeah, right?
8 billion.
The average American consumes salad dressings, not specifically, but they're served up ranch 38 times a year. 15 of those 38s are served up with ranch dressings. That's how they serve up their salads. You already knew ranch is popular, but did you know that is by far the most consumed dressing in the United States? Do you want to know what comes in second?
Italian?
Not know, but guess.
Italian?
You are correct.
Is my guess.
Yes, Italian is correct. Ding, ding, ding. There's a pizzeria in Dallas that charges $1,000 for a side of ranch.
Wow. You get anything with that? Piece of ass?
Yeah.
You get the ranch. You get a cow.
So some people, right, they like the ranch on their pizza. I don't personally, but I know a lot of people who do. And it's a question, to dip or not to dip. Despite this feud, there's an owner of Cane Rosso Deep Elam Pizzeria, I think I'm saying that right, Jay Jerrier, claims that this price tag is all in good fun, but he says, like, listen, I don't want people dipping my pizza in ranch.
Oh, it's one of those gimmicks.
Yes,
Okay,
He doesn't want them to use his pizza.
Right.
Uh-huh.
I like it on the crust.
He does not offer ranch to diners, and he says, like, there's the same bottle that's been sitting on the shelves untouched for 5 years, and that's what he says. You want it? You want it? $1,000. Yeah, so he does not want people touching or putting ranch on his pizza. And then
that's the most popular way with pizza, right? Is on the crust. I think
I know somebody who puts it all over.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've never seen it all over, but on the
I
crust,
have.
somebody turned me onto it. It's not bad.
I think that's how my daughter eats it, because she'll ranch everything.
Yeah, French
she'll
fries, all
French
the
fries.
things.
Yep. Even proteins, meat, chicken.
Oh, really?
Oh, everything. Absolutely everything. Drowns it.
Ranch flavored soda exists. That does not sound good. Yep.
Jimmy,
Can I have my ranch ice cream with a ranch soda, please?
Yes, there's a place called, or a soda company called Lester's Fixins Soda, and they've brought us bacon and peanut butter and jelly flavored sodas, and they have also done ranch. According to this person who wrote this, it says the smell is repulsive.
Bring out the blender. We're making a shake.
That sounds so gross. Say today's ranch dressing bears little to no resemblance of the original. Ranch had a few basic ingredients, as I mentioned before from the guy who made it: buttermilk, mayonnaise, spices, and herbs. Wholesome and caloric, but sadly perishable. So, of course, you got to do stuff to make it last on the shelves. And they said in the quest to perfect a shelf-stable alternative, Clorox and its competitors, Kraft's, Ken's, Wishbone, created soybean and canola oil-based alternatives with fun ingredients like MSG, disodium isonate, disodium something else I can't pronounce, calcium, disodium, EDTA, and among others. Yummy, yum.
That's a lot of sodium.
Mm-hmm.
Shocker.
Yep. It said since its creation, Hidden Valley Ranch has developed over 70 different varieties of ranch dressing. That's a lot of varieties. Said some of them were avocado ranch, cucumber ranch, bacon ranch. They said they've had pizza ranch, taco flavored ranch, all kinds of stuff.
Ooh, wow.
70, that's a lot of flavors. Celebrities such as Melissa McCarthy and Courtney Cox have been known to chug it.
Wow.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drink it right out of the bottle?
They say Chrissy Teigen in a salad post on Instagram wrote, I love ranch. Olivia Wilde tweets about her beloved tater tots and ranch. Katy Perry insists on ranch in her backstage rider. And best of all, McCarthy and Cox have slurped down bottles and large bowls of Hidden Valley Ranch on their social media. I have never seen that.
That's pretty talented.
Yes. Hidden Valley Ranch sold $440 million worth of salad dressing within the last year.
Good note. I think there's a good edit there.
Wow. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
And you should tell your daughter this, Jimmy, your stepdaughter, because there is a restaurant in St. Louis that features ranch in every dish.
Really?
It's called Twisted Ranch.
Oh, boy. She'd be in heaven.
Yep. It was founded on a deep, passionate, perhaps excessive love for ranch dressing. Not only does the restaurant use ranch as a prominent component in every dish on the menu, but at any given time, it has over 23 house-made varieties of the dressing. And they say, and yes, it even makes dessert with the stuff. Bread pudding with the classic house ranch. Ugh. And there you go for your National Ranch Day fun facts.
Thank you so much, Francis. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. We're going to come back with a Greek misspeak. And WWE, are they getting into the gambling world? So much more coming at you on the Penthouse on a Friday.
Real radio is the news junkie.
Channel3000.com, which probably
sounds fake as hell, doesn't it?
Probably more of a local thing over there.
Tune into Channel 3000.
I've never had a cable box go that high. Channel 3000.
If you're a real son of a bitch, you're like, oh, God, channel up, channel up.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Get ready to celebrate your favorite podcasts at our iHeart Podcast Awards. Tune in as the best podcasts take home awards in categories like comedy, crime, pop culture, and more. Watch on iHeartRadio's YouTube channel and Facebook page. And listen on iHeartRadio, Tuesday night at 9.
Considering an EV for yourself or your business? Consider the benefits of subscription. I'm Scott Painter, CEO of Autonomy, where an EV subscription is like a lease but way more flexible. It's a debt-free way to get month-to-month access to a new EV. You can even pay with your credit card. Learn more at autonomy.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Pleasant and warm through this afternoon with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Mostly sunny with a southeast breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Comfortable for this evening. We'll see a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning with an isolated shower chance.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
I'm Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I learned about atrial fibrillation the hard way. My symptoms would come and go: shortness of breath, fatigue. I kept going. Then I got so lightheaded, I couldn't. My doctor said I have AFib, so I'm about 5 times more likely to have a stroke. Other symptoms: irregular heartbeat, heart racing, chest pain can come and go, but the risk of stroke stays. If you have symptoms, tell a doctor. Visit notimetowait.com.
Sponsored by Bristol-Myers Squibb and Pfizer.
On Ice-T's Daily Game podcast, the cultural icon unveils words of wisdom and motivational quotes he's collected over the years. No punches are pulled as Ice shares his special brand of profound and brutal honesty on topics like romance, success, failure, and more.
You can't sit back and say, I'm going to win this game and not go to practice. You still got to play that game. Faith and your mind is just not going to make it happen.
Listen to Ice-T's Daily Game on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, it's Greek from Monroe's in Palm Beach. The best view in Palm Beach are the girls at Monroe's, 7 days a week until 5 a.m. Adult entertainment, upscale dining, full bar, full liquor, and full nude. And on Friday night, it's Fantasy Fridays. And who doesn't want to kick off the weekend? It's the girls at Monroe's bringing your fantasies to life. Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there today and enjoy yourself with a beautiful lady by your side. Peace!
With Seagram's Escapes, you can turn a daily chore into a vacation. An ordinary dinner into a lively cookout. Your Wednesdays into an early weekend. Or any situation into something extraordinary. Seagram's Escapes. Make happiness happen. Enjoy responsibly. 2023 Seagram Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. Flavored malt beverages.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, "After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer," unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and stay healthier without drugs. Navage is available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Target, Rite Aid, and online. Navage, Navage, clean nose, healthy life.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. From a martini to a Bloody Mary to shaken not stirred, add Tito's for an evening that'll be fun and it'll turn into enjoyment. Tito's Vodka makes any night an event. Join the locker room March 11th this Saturday at the Tito's Raw Bar trackside at Gulfstream Park. Tito's and Gulfstream Park, that's a perfect race and you'll be in the winner's circle every time. Tito's Handmade Vodka, always a winner, and if you have it in your lineup, you got a chance to be a star. Peace!
Step back in time at the Florida Renaissance Festival. Now featuring 8 glorious weekends of unpredictable merriment and mayhem. With entertainment, food, and fun for the whole family. There are even adult beverages. The Florida Renaissance Festival celebrates a different and exciting theme each and every weekend in February and March at Quiet Waters Park and Deerfield Beach. Tickets available now at ren-fest.com. Sponsored in part by Comcast.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
We've got a backup going on 95 right now in West Palm. This is southbound just before Okeechobee Boulevard. You have a center lane blocked with a crash, and you do have stop-and-go delays there. Again, southbound 95 on the approach to Okeechobee Boulevard. Elsewhere, not seeing any big tie-ups, and the turnpike looks good. I'm Joel Mouth.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Reset your rest at Mattress Firm's Big Spring Sale. Shop top brands today and save up to $700. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select purchases. Time to score big savings on your dream bed.
Welcome to Pray.com's Relentless Hope Podcast, a show that will help you love your life, lead with purpose, and leave a legacy of helping others.
God can do anything, and He took this girl from deep, deep pain.
iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Richard Gere might have not gotten a nomination for an Academy Award, but I think his pet gerbil deserves something.
I actually adopted him. I've got him right here with me. My goodness, he stuck you where? Wow, it must have been dark in there. And smelly. I don't know how you got out of there. Wow. Well, thank you for telling your brave story.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
So brave.
That's just one rumor that won't go away.
It won't go away. This poor guy, right?
It's been going on.
Oh, my God.
Like from the 80s.
Yeah, long time. I mean, it makes you wonder, though.
I forgot he was married to Cindy Crawford.
AJ knows. AJ's got the gerbils, apparently.
Yeah,
That's
apparently.
the longest living gerbil ever.
Yeah, I was going to
by
say,
the
how long
way.
do they stick around for?
Not that long.
It's amazing.
Wow.
It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Good afternoon, Jimmy.
Hello and good afternoon.
And hello, Francis.
Hello.
And I think you got some information about the WWE. Not that they're not big enough and not that they don't make enough money, but they're looking into something else, right?
I do. Do you want to do a misspeak first and then get into it?
Yeah, okay.
All right.
This is your Greek Mystique Review.
From Florida, I would take a 7 o'clock flight, 4.5 hours. You get there at 12, but it's 9. So you have a day to acclimate yourself.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
It's the Penthouse. We'll be back. Benny, my Hannah.
Ma, it's my Hannah.
If I get my car washed and then a landscaper comes by and blows all over it.
Even the car wash and it rains, too. But at least you get the rain check.
The rain I don't care about, because if it's a good car wash, good wax. I go to Green Turtle. It's always beats up. I think it's cool at night.
My car wax will only beat at night.
The good thing about Monday, it's Tuesday, and we'll be back to entertain you again. That's right. You win it.
If you think you're having a stroke, you cannot speak well.
I don't know.
Alert someone.
Good thing is usually everybody's rent is due today, so some people look at that as a bad thing.
What?
I got to pick out a new suit, though. I want to wear something I haven't been taking a photographer to. You know what I mean?
Nope. Don't know what you mean.
Don't take my
We'll
picture.
get there now. We'll get there.
Don't take my picture. I was already photographing this.
So, yes, G-Man, the WWE.
No, that's the right way to do it.
you did say it right that time.
Wow.
You did.
I'm shocked.
So they're exploring legalized gambling for scripted matches, which is what? So
That's
this is
real shady.
So listen, this is in Colorado and Michigan. According to a CNBC report, they said that they want to do this. They have had discussions with state gambling regulators in both Colorado and Michigan. So the talent wouldn't know the results of their matches until hours before performing. It would significantly alter how storylines are presented in the buildup of weekly shows and premium live events, but they are working with an accounting firm called Ernst & Young to ensure that these scripted results are not released to the public. EY has worked with top award shows to help keep results secret when they do like the Academy Awards, whatever, stuff like that, the betting. Yeah. So the WWE hopes that they convince state gambling regulators the same principle can work in wrestling.
Shady.
Yeah. They're like, there's still another hurdle. If WWE betting is legalized, betting companies will have to decide whether to list WWE odds on their platform. It looks like the Colorado Division of Gaming is not currently considering plan to allow sports betting wagers on WWE matches. Michigan Gambling published a sports wagering catalog that will update if changes are made. They said those changes will be shared publicly and with sportsbook operators. So, like you said, a little shady. There's so many people in the mix that could leak out some information that's going on. But they said they're no stranger to the sports betting world. The company has worked with DraftKings in recent years.
So different.
DraftKings agreed to serve as WWE's official gaming partner in 2021. They also listed a free-to-play pool for the annual wrestling event for WrestleMania. Fans were able to place prop bets for what wrestlers would do in given matches, include betting on when a potential signature move or finisher would be performed, stuff like that. So I guess it's one of those, let's wait
Even
and
if
see.
it's 20 minutes before the match, and not all wrestlers make tons and tons of money, because that's what they always say, they think that the pros wouldn't throw a game and stuff like that. And they tell some people, that goes out in 2 seconds. The whole world can have it. I can't, because it's still scripted. They're not saying it's not scripted. They're just saying they're going to give it to them late information of what's going to happen. Maybe opposed to maybe they get it the day before now and say, hey, you know what, next match, Jimmy kicks Greek's ass. But how do you, even 20 minutes before? I mean, it's crazy. I remember a couple of years ago, there was some really big information about the New York Jets. And it was it was early morning, Sunday morning. And people I knew in Vegas and California had it. Like not even 10 minutes later, they were getting it. Texting me like, hey, did you hear this? I'm like, how did you guys get this? I just found this out. So I don't know. I mean, they could have it, but I don't know how many people would bet on it. Because you would think that it could be rooked. You know what I mean? They already know. That, you know, it's just, I don't know. What do you think, Jimmy?
What is rigged?
No, but I'm saying, do you think people would bet on it? Because you know that it's, you know what I mean? It is fixed.
Well, I mean, that doesn't stop people from betting on it. I don't, because I don't know if I'm Joe Public, right? And that's what I would be in this particular case. And there's two guys going out. I don't know who's going to win. Now, where it gets shady is the people that do know and whether they can make money off of it. So it's like insider trading.
Yep.
So that's what makes it. And so who's putting up the bet? If that is a Vegas sports book that's willing to do that, they're the ones that get, kind of taken on that. So it's also like, betting on award shows. I mean, that's something that we were talking about a little bit with the Oscars, right? If you get, somebody out there knows. There's a bunch of people that know what the results of that is going to be. So it's sort of along the same lines, right? You're betting on something that's predetermined.
Yep.
There's a predetermined, and there's a group of people that know, right? So, those are the people that can take advantage of it. And like you say, you can leak that out. Somebody can come up and go, hey, tell you what, you let me know, or maybe you kind of slide me a little hint here or there, and, maybe an envelope finds your way. I mean, that stuff can happen, I'm sure. And I'm sure it would happen. I wouldn't be a bit surprised. But does that hurt the Joe Pub from betting on it? I don't necessarily think so, because you're taking a crapshoot.
Yeah, no matter what.
What do you think is going to come out? And the difference is this is predetermined versus a horse race where you really don't know.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, again, and I think you're right. When you really pull the curtain back, people are going to bet it no matter what. Probably if they like to bet.
And it's almost in a way you can look at it almost like a scratch off. It's already predetermined.
Yeah.
You just it's like
you don't know
who knows which ticket is the winner. I mean, somebody out there knows, whether it's a computer or somebody to program the computer. I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch because there's probably fewer people that know.
Well, WWE is huge. I mean, they're an unbelievable amount of people they get to come to their events.
And it's already got kind of that shady reputation, I want to say, or at least from way back when,
boxing.
Right? Maybe, I don't know if it still is that way. I mean, I think most people look at it as entertainment now versus the way it used to be.
I think if they have it also in states where sports betting is legal at the stadiums, people will hammer it because it's so convenient. You're right there. I mean, they want to have it where you could just go up to the window. Hey, give me Joe Johnson against Pete, whoever it is.
Somebody texted at 47142 and they said, regards to the WWE, the books could have a cutoff before script is revealed to anyone because they're claiming that they'll do it like hours before, a couple hours. So maybe that will make people feel a bit more confident.
Yeah, there's ways around it. It's just that when anytime you start losing credibility or people think it's fixed or things like that, it might not get a lot of action. And it might, like Jimmy said.
Well, it is fixed.
Yeah. I heard
I mean, they're saying it is.
Oh,
yeah. But as Jimmy mentioned, we don't, as the audience, we don't know the outcome.
Yeah.
The sports book is the one that's taking the risk there.
Yeah, I was with a guy last night, told me the craziest bet he ever made, and he's a big gambler. I know him for a long time. They were at somebody's house, and they bet a good amount of money on how many forks were in the draw at this house. That's crazy. That's crazy. Over or under. And he gave a number. Somebody gave him a number, and they bet on it. And they bet a lot of money on it. I said, you guys are crazy. Forks. I said elevators I can see, but forks? I mean, that's bad. It is the Penthouse.
Who does something like that?
Why'd you do that? It is the Penthouse, and it is a Friday. We'll come back with a trifecta and a lot more. Peace.
The visual aid you need for all the freaky stuff we talk about on the radio. Find it at realradio921.com.
This is Mike Golick Jr. Here's what's trending from the iHeart Sports Network, presented by DraftKings.
The Heat and the Cavs will rematch tonight in Miami. Cleveland beat the Heat by 4 on Wednesday to end Miami's 2-game win streak. Over to college hoops, 13th-ranked Miami takes on number 21 Duke in the ACC semis, while FAU takes on Middle Tennessee in the Conference USA semis. And Michaela Schifrin matched skiing legend Ingemar Stenmark's record with her 86th World Cup win today. She was fastest in the giant slalom in Sweden. I'm Scott Davidson.
Hey everyone, it's Mike Golick Jr. introducing my new podcast, Gojo, tackling sports, pop culture, and whatever else you can think of. Download and listen to the newest episode from my show, Gojo, the podcast with DraftKings, releasing daily, Monday through Friday, wherever you get your podcasts.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Pleasant and warm through this afternoon with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Mostly sunny with a southeast breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Comfortable for this evening. We'll see a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning with an isolated shower chance.
This report is sponsored by Florida Power and Light.
My name is Chrissy Lee. I have worked for FPL for 7 years. Solar is a stable fuel source, which will lead to stable bills and ultimately will produce savings for our customers.
Learn how FPL is investing in Florida's future at fpl.com/value.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREONinfo.com.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
If you're the victim of a car crash, never rush to settle with the insurance companies and never settle for just any attorney. Demand Anna Jar Levine. Call 1-800-747-FREE for a free consultation and take back control of your life.
In office, West Palm Beach.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
When you hire your local CertaPro painters, you get
the power of a cut above.
Decades of expertise to transform your home. From so-so to virtuoso.
The power of neighborhood painters.
We live where you live and probably like the same pizza place you do. Put
the power of pro
to work for you today. Get your project started at CertaPro.com.
Each CertaPro painter's business is independently owned and operated. License information available at CertaPro.com.
Building a new home is a heavy load. Get the support you need with Coast Truss. Their roof and floor trusses are sturdy, versatile, cost-effective, and built to stand the test of time. Plus, they offer quick service to keep you on schedule and on budget. Local and family-owned, they've supported builders for over 40 years. Call Coast Truss at 772-286-3700. That's 772-286-3700. Or email plans to kosttrussinc@gmail.com.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Men, this is Jeff with the Atlantic Men's Clinic, and I'm pleased to announce the opening of our new location in Palm Beach Gardens.
At the Atlantic Men's Clinic, we're proud of our record in treating men with erectile dysfunction, low testosterone, and other men's sexual health issues. And we can't thank our patients enough for trusting us in helping them regain their youthful energy, their sex drive, and the ability to perform when the time is right. We've successfully treated thousands of men for ED and thousands more for low T. And I want to tell you today that if you're suffering with either of these conditions, we can help you with compassion, medical professionalism, and a top-shelf experience. So call us. Your initial visit includes blood work, a medical consult, and if medically advised, a test dose. Call 877-455-7300. That's 877-455-7300. Or go to AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. That's AtlanticMen'sClinic.com. We have 6 offices across Florida to serve you, including our newest offices in Palm Beach Gardens and Coral Gables. Atlantic Men's Clinic, the leader in men's sexual health.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Good news out of West Palm. The crash southbound 95 between Palm Beach, Lake Sanook, and Chubby Boulevard has cleared. We had a couple of lanes blocked at one point there, but again, those lanes have reopened. You should be getting back up to speed at this point or soon. And we're not seeing any other accidents right now on the interstate or the turnpike. I'm Joel Mal.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Reset your rest at Mattress Firm's Big Spring Sale. Shop top brands today and save up to $700.
Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast. Listening to the Penthouse. Now back to the Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Yes, you're back in the Penthouse on a Friday. A little cloudy out there, a little mush, but I'm sure the sun will come out and make everything bright and happy. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And hello, Francis.
Well, hello, Greek.
It is time for a trifecta.
Riders up. It's Greek's trifecta.
All right, the Jets on Monday were 35-1 to win the Super Bowl, which is high odds, but the Jets have not been in the Super Bowl since 1969. Well, the owner, the coach, and the offensive coordinator went out to go see Mr. Rogers in his neighborhood out in California. And because they went, and when they came back, they said that it was a good meeting. They feel good about getting Rogers. Their odds dropped to 16-1. Now, if you like the Jets, you want to bet them for the Super Bowl, do not bet them yet until it's a definite thing, because you don't want to bet the Jets at 16-1 and then something goes bad with Rodgers or the Packers decide no, and then you're really going to get hammered on that. So just wait. But that is where it is right now with the Jets at 16-1 because they speculate this is going to happen. This has happened before in the past where a trade will happen with somebody and all of a sudden the odds will drop. But if you get in there early, you'll be in a great position because the Jets at 35-1 with Rodgers or 30-1. That's a great bet.
Has a line ever moved from just this much pure speculation?
Jim, off the top of my head, I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, nothing jumps out at me either. I'm trying to think, all right, there's this or is that? I mean, was there speculation about Brady going to Tampa? Did that change things? I think once he went there, obviously it changed, once the deal is done. But off of speculation, off of a meeting.
Yeah, when Brady went to Tampa, there was a situation we did talk about a long time ago. I remember where some guys put in big bets on Tampa 3 weeks before. And they
thought that's right. There were people thought it might have been a little shady.
Yep,
yeah.
Remember?
Yeah,
and
I do. That's right.
And they said that, they were wondering why some guy went in Vegas and a couple other places, and they put big money, and then they were like, how did you? And then he went there, and they won that year.
Mm-hmm.
That was his first year.
Yeah.
So I do remember that. So who the hell knows? And remember we talked about
maybe
he told the landscaper.
Sure.
Who knows anything. But yeah.
Cleaning crew, maybe anybody, like that.
Anybody. She could have told somebody. Hey, we're moving to Tampa.
Yeah.
And they tell somebody. You never know. But yeah, the Jets 35-1 or 30-1 down to 16-1. Odell, number 13, and he played for the Rams. He's got a tryout today. Well, he's going to show all the teams he can still play in the NFL. He wants to come back. He's a free agent. It's in Arizona. They do expect the Cowboys to be there and Buffalo, Jets, and Giants, to name a few teams to watch him play and to see how his leg is. He missed the whole season last year. Cowboys were very close to signing him last year. He went to visit him, but at the last minute it went awry. And the Canes won yesterday over Wake Forest, 74-72, and that was their game in the ACC Conference Championship. They continue on today to play Duke. Tough game. And the FAU Owls, they won last night big, and they're playing right now, 12:30. They just put the ball up in the air. And that is your lunchtime trifecta on this Friday. Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We have Joe on the line. Joe, welcome to the Penthouse.
How you guys doing today?
Doing good, Joe. What's up, buddy?
Yes, hi. I wanted you guys are touching on the gambling. I want to know what you guys think of Calvin Ridley being reinstated from gambling from last year and with the Jaguars, and if you guys can touch a little bit on that, and I'd like to know you guys' side on that.
He made a mistake, obviously. The rule is you cannot bet in any shape or form on football games. It was a very tough penalty for this kid. He lost $11 million, and he made a mistake, and he did what was told by the NFL. He missed the whole season. I don't think there's anything wrong reinstating him. I'm sure he'll never do anything like that again. But I don't think he made a mistake, and he paid his crime.
And he came out, I think, earlier this week. I was reading an article where he came out and was openly admitting it. It was one of the biggest mistakes of my life. I mean, he gave a statement showing a lot of regret over it. And it wasn't even one of those things where he could have made money from it. So I don't think there was something that he was trying to scam or get one over on anybody. He made a boo-boo, and he learned from it big time, being out as long as he was. I think he can move forward. I have no problem with him coming back to the league myself, personally.
No, and he missed the whole year. He lost $11 million. It's one of the biggest fines when you look at it money-wise ever.
Yeah, sure.
For a kid.
Sure. I mean, not a direct fine, but it's what it ends up being, really, in the long run. So,
he couldn't play.
What do you think? You got a take on it for Annie?
I do not.
Okay.
I don't really know much about it.
Okay.
But again, it was there. He made a mistake, and he did say that earlier this week, and he's going to be with the Jaguars. He's going to help him. He's a great receiver. He's very good. And, I don't think, again, if you make a mistake and you pay your penalty, you move on. And he's a young kid, too, so that's a good thing. He's got some years ahead of him to make some money.
Yes, and I believe the Jaguars got a steal. And what do you guys think about the overall team with the Jaguars and the directions, Trevor Lawrence? And I think they're going to be a lot better. I think they're going to be successful. What do you guys also take on that?
I think they're one of the up-and-coming teams. They had a very good year. Won that playoff game, and where they were 2 years ago to last year, they improved tremendously. I think they're only going to get better. I don't know if they can compete with Buffalo or Cincinnati or the Chiefs, but I think they'll have a good year.
Right. Okay. Yeah. In the Chiefs game, they could have tied it, but the receiver fumbled right at somewhere close in the red zone, and then the Chiefs killed the clock, I think. But they almost could have tied.
Yeah.
They could have possibly took him down. I was watching it. I was like, oh my God, something unbelievable was about to happen, but it didn't. And I think they're a good team, and Calvin Ridley's a good steal, and I wish him all the success.
You sound like a Jaguar fan. So if you're a Jaguar fan, you know what? Your thing looked good. Think of where you were 2 years ago when you had Urban Meyer there, and it was a zoo.
Yes, I'm an overall Florida fan. I like, all three, Tampa, Dolphins, Jag. The state of Florida just hasn't seen any relevance in a long Super Bowl besides the Miami Heat. But football-wise, it's been a drought since Tampa Bay. But other than that, I like to see any Florida team go that far to Super Bowl. So it's exciting to see Florida, back in the
without a doubt.
Contention.
Without a doubt.
Things are looking bright there in Jacksonville. I think, if Lawrence continues to progress the way he has been, he certainly did last year. So if he keeps doing that, I think you got a bright future there up there in Jax.
Yes. All righty. That's all for me today, and I hope to hear from you guys soon. I'll call back, and we'll talk more sports later.
Thank you. Appreciate the call.
Thanks, Joe.
So I saw this study, and it reminds me of my mom because my mom hates to share any of her food. She's always been like that. She's getting a little better.
Mom doesn't like to share food.
I love going to a tapas restaurant. I love sampling things. My husband and I, like, if we're torn between, like, we'll get the things that we both want, and then we'll share each other's food. I am quite the sharer when it comes to
But not
food.
with a stranger.
No, not with a stranger.
Really?
No, I won't just go over to a table, and I have.
Hey, funny because when you were having lunch earlier and I came over and asked if I could have some, this is what we heard. Funny how that works.
But I do.
Are you going to eat that pasta?
I have. I've told you guys that story. I was at it was El Baccio, which is now called something at Throw Social in Delray, but back in the day. And my girlfriend and I went up to this guy because his macaroni and cheese looked so good. And we were like, we have a bite of that. Just kind of kidding. And the guy was like, sure. And he asked the bartender for a couple forks, and we dug in, right? And it was probably one of the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had.
Were you hammered or straight?
I probably had a little buzz on.
Okay.
So,
just a bit.
But yeah, so a lot of people don't enjoy doing it. Like I said, my mom's getting better at it, but her plate is typically her plate.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go. My mother-in-law, different. She will try to serve you her food before she even has it.
Right.
Like, here, try it. And we're like, you eat it first. We all just got our food. Try it. And that's just her.
You're the guinea pig.
Yeah. She's always the one to do it. But 58% of people say they sometimes order different dishes at restaurants than their friends or significant other so they can share. 35% of people say they never do that at all. They do not want to share food with anybody. And I find this, so they broke it down in demographics too. They're like, it sounds like it's something that's more popular among younger adults living on the coast. Boomers in the Midwest are least to share food. So the ones living on the coast and the younger ones, they'll be like, yeah, let's do a bunch of dishes and share. When I go out with my girlfriends, instead of doing entrees, we'll just order a bunch of appetizers, and that's typically what we do.
But
we graze.
that's different because that's planned. Like, we're going to get a bunch of...
No, it's not planned. We go there, and as we're sitting, we're just like, we're looking at the meals and everything, and we think all this stuff looks good. So we're like, why don't we just get a bunch of plates?
But isn't that different when you're speaking of if you're having dinner with somebody and say she has pasta and I have steak, and she says, hey, the steak looks good, and I say, here, take it. Yeah, like if I said, hey, let's get a bunch of apps, then I know we're going to share.
Yeah, but some people are not even okay with that. Like, they want their meal. They want what they are going to have. Yeah, but that would be our meal is what I'm saying, instead of ordering an entree.
Or a sampler, too.
Yeah.
It's a great way to try a whole bunch of different appetizers.
Yeah, so it brought me to this thing that was really funny. And I don't know, this was a couple of years ago, but for some reason it's just started making its rounds.
Sharing partners?
No.
Sharing partners?
That's your jam, Jimmy.
Sharing bills. Want to share my
pineapple? We're sharing pineapple upside down.
There is a restaurant in Arkansas, and this came out a couple years ago. The restaurant's called Mama D's, and it's in North Little Rock. But what makes it so funny is under the side dishes, right? It's got the coleslaw, corn, fried pickles, French fries. And then in this little boxed-in area, it says, my girlfriend is not hungry, and it's a price of $4.25. So
for a girlfriend?
So it is. So
I know it. Okay.
So the $4.25, add extra French fries to your entree and fried chicken wings. You get 2 of them, or fried cheese sticks. You get 3 because you go with your girlfriend and I have I'm not that hungry, or I'm just gonna get salad, and then they're in your French fries.
Yeah.
So they have.
I've heard this before.
For $4.25, you get extra side of French fries and 2 wings.
That's funny.
It is.
That's funny.
Yeah. So I thought that was really comical that they did that.
I've read a story about something similar to that too before. It was just French fries, but they go above and beyond there with actually getting a couple of wings and a couple of mozzarella sticks.
Yeah.
That's funny. I like that.
It is. It is.
The girlfriend platter, is that what they call it?
Uh-huh. That's exactly what they call it.
That's something different in some other neighborhoods, the girlfriend platter.
Well, this is true, too. Yeah. Hialeah means something completely different.
It definitely does.
Want to take a phone call?
Sure.
We have Chris on the line. Chris, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hey, Penthouse. How y'all doing?
Doing good. Chris, how are you today?
Every day above ground, Greek, is a beautiful day. I don't never let nobody or nothing steal my joy, brother.
That's great. Great attitude to have. It really is. And that's very positive and good for you, pal.
Absolutely. So, real quickly, I just wanted to touch on what you guys were just talking about with the food. It irks me so bad because my wife and I will go out to a restaurant and I'll order something. And she'll see it come out and go, ooh, can I try it? I'm like, well, then why the heck didn't you just order it? Like, it's my food. Let me eat my food if you want it. I always share, but I always got to say a slick comment to her when she does it. I hate it.
Does she offer you any of her food when you're out? Or you just don't want it?
No, I just don't ask. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's her food. I feel like you order something for yourself because you want it. So who am I to just stick my hand on my fork into something that you wanted? No. But I always share. I mean, because the woman's always right, no matter what. I've learned this being married.
So much for being Mr. Positive.
Everything's great. Don't ask me for
life's great.
Don't touch my food.
Yeah.
Don't dare ask me for my pickle.
Just kidding, Chris.
But I feel like it comes with marriage, Chris, because you sound like my husband. You do. He's the same. And I won't even ask at this point. I will just take my fork and place it on his dish. And he just gives me this eat crap look. Like, what are you really about? And I'm like, yep. What are you going to do about it?
See, Chris, it could be worse. At least your wife asked.
Yeah.
No, absolutely. So, and one more quick thing, Greek.
Yes, sir.
You touched on football. I feel like such a crackhead lately. When the combine came on, I swear I was glued to my TV.
A lot of people were.
Quarterback yeah. And that quarterback for the University of Florida looks really good.
Richardson, it's surprisingly how well he's being projected to go in the draft. I mean, he had an okay season for the Gators. Not great, because the Gators didn't have a good season. Jimmy, what'd they win, 6 games?
If that. Yeah, well, they did make a bowl, so they at least won 6. Maybe 6 or 7, possibly. But, again, that's one of those things. Was it him or was it the team?
Yeah, he didn't have a good year. He just didn't. He missed a lot of guys in the red zone, mistakes, but he's very fast. He's a big kid. They think that he can be they can work with him and turn him into a great quarterback. But they never were talking during the season really about a first round. They're talking about him going like the first 5.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is, especially when you got a national champion quarterback that's still not getting any talk. Franny, Greek, I mean, neither. I mean, it's amazing.
Nope.
Well, if you really watched the way he performed at the combine, I mean,
he was great.
65-yard bombs and darts. I mean, on the money throws.
Yeah, he made some records too.
6'4", yes, sir. 6'4", 250, got like a 40-something inch vertical. I mean, that's a stud.
No, there's no doubt about it. Who was the quarterback of the champs this year? I forgot.
Well, meaning
he's talking about Stetson.
Stetson with Georgia.
Oh, okay.
I mean, 2 great years. I mean, obviously a lot of success in Georgia.
Yeah, and they're saying his height.
Well, it's his height.
Yeah, he's only 5'9".
Yeah, man.
That's a problem. No, I hope the kid does well.
He's taller than 5'9". He's like 5'11". Yeah. I mean, 5. Yeah. That's what they're saying.
Yeah,
it's still killing him.
Yeah, that's still not big enough. They don't think, but who knows? I mean, you get out there and you never know what's going to happen. But yeah, for the kid, it's good for Florida too. Obviously,
there's a lot of talk about him.
Yeah.
All right, one more quick thing, Greek. Way too early MVP for the NFL.
I didn't hear you. Way too early. What?
A prediction for MVP for this year, upcoming year.
Oh, that's I couldn't even tell you. You don't even know where certain guys are going to be yet. That's early. I mean, we'll talk about it in the summer. But like I said, team-wise, I think the Bills will be good again. The Bengals, the Chiefs, the Eagles, and maybe see what happens with a couple other teams.
My prediction is Tom Brady.
Brady could win it?
Yeah, with the Miami Dolphins.
You never know.
Because he's going to unretire again.
It's possible. I wouldn't say no. If somebody gave me that bet, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't be like, yeah, I'll take everything I got. Nope, I wouldn't. I know he's got to take care of his kittens.
And Nick Cannon's not going to have any more kids. You guys have a good one.
Nice. There's a bomb drop there on the way out. Nice.
Thank you so much.
Well, we love it when you guys participate. Now, earlier in the show, Franny made a mention about criminals, nice criminals, if they only steal, or what's that odd thing that they would steal?
Like if you're a burglar, but you only steal things to slightly inconvenience your victims, what are you stealing? And that's on our social media.
Jimmy at Real Radio 9.
TV's pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
I mean, like things that are weird, like the
toilet paper,
like the remote control toilet paper, right? Like you just show up. Somebody said like all the vowels on a keyboard on your computer.
Yeah, there you go. Just something.
What happened?
Something that would be annoying.
Yes.
Jimmy at realradio921.com. I got this email in. If I was a thief and my only concern was making the homeowners mad and inconvenience, I'm stealing their garage door clickers, their P-trap under the kitchen sink, the TV remote, all the light bulbs from the fixtures.
Wow.
All the toilet paper. There you go, Greek. Paper towels and tissues. I'm taking toilet seats and the shower heads. Jesus.
Diabolical.
And, of course, all the lube and sex toys because I'm becoming a crook and a bad guy, and I want to be a supervillain. The homeowners won't be able to do anything except sit in the dark wondering what I'm doing with their sex toys. Well, I have an idea. Then a week later, I'll break back into the house and put the sex toys back with a note saying, thanks, they were great. Sorry for the bite marks on them. Oh, wow. Wonder who wrote that in. Oh, look, it was AJ.
Oh, was it AJ? Interesting.
Maybe
Interesting.
take the batteries out of the remote.
Oh, yeah.
And leave them back on the table.
No, the worst is when you steal the
batteries.
garage.
That's funny.
Yeah, to steal the remote like that, and then you drive by the house and change the channel on
Oh,
them.
my God, that'd be unbelievable.
Or, you could do that with a garage remote, too.
Yeah.
Just up and down, up and down. So I did put that question up on our Instagram and on Facebook.
I might come out clean, up and down, up and down.
At Real Radio 921. That is our handle. And so far, I'm on our Instagram. I love this. Hearts. I know who wrote that one. And the question was, if you missed out, you're a burglar, but you only steal things to slightly inconvenience your victims. What are you stealing? Phone chargers, toilet paper, all the door screws, bedroom door screws, bathroom door screws, dishwasher, fridge, dryer, microwave. If it's got a door, I got the screws.
Every door you open. Damn it.
Yeah, we got phone charger on that too. Light bulb, PlayStation controllers, all the forks, toothpaste, the whole spice cabinet. What else do we have?
They put a lot of thought in it.
Yes, somebody said toothbrush, fingernail clippers, the TV remote. So, yes, we have a bunch of people participating. You can always participate with us. That's at Real Radio 921 on Instagram and our Facebook. I haven't even looked at the Facebook answers yet.
I think it would be funny, the light bulbs, right? So, and you got to make sure that the next time they come home is in the dark.
Yeah.
So they turn one light on. Oh, that must be burned out. They go to turn another one on. Oh, that one's not on. Then they're crashing and knocking over stuff, knocking over a chair, tripping over this.
It's diabolical.
How about somebody's pool and you drain it?
That's pretty heavy.
Yeah, it'd be pretty wild.
You'd be pissed.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. We got a lot of all the circuit breakers. I just hopped on Facebook. There's 39
Circuit
answers.
breakers.
Yes. Yep. Light switches, contact lenses and glasses.
Oh. Condoms.
Kitchen pot holders, condoms. Yeah. Just left shoes.
Oh, there you go.
Their towels, a can opener, batteries from the remotes. We got this. We have toilet seats. Yep. Keys. Let's see. Remote lighter, keys, towels, toothpaste caps, can opener. Let's see. I'm trying to see if there's anything different. The batteries from the smoke detector. One door hinge off any door that hangs on the right.
Batteries from a smoke detector. Somebody's going to die. Jeez.
I know.
That's brutal.
Tough crowd.
That's brutal. It is a tough crowd. Toilet paper. We got a lot of things on here. So the Facebook definitely blew up. You guys can play along, as I mentioned, at Real Radio 921 on Facebook and Instagram.
Thank you, audience, for always getting involved. Franny, it is the Penthouse on a Friday, so that means in this hour we got some Florida stories and what to do this weekend. But what do we got in Florida stories?
We have a couple gator situations. There's also a bear situation that happened, and it's pretty cool. A woman rescued one. I have the details with that. And then we have a woman that received a lot of luggage, and I'll let you know why. I have all the details coming up on Real Radio 92.1.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Pleasant and warm through this afternoon with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Mostly sunny with a southeast breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Comfortable for this evening. We'll see a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning with an isolated shower chance.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
Injured? Hire America's largest injury firm, Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
I'll second guest dinners with friends because they can be interrupted by diarrhea, gas, bloating, stomach pain, or oily stools. It turns out I have EPI, or exocrine pancreatic insufficiency, which means I'm missing the enzymes needed to digest food. My doctor prescribed Creon, pancrelipase, an oral prescription medication that replaces pancreatic digestive enzymes. Creon treats EPI due to cystic fibrosis, chronic pancreatitis, pancreatectomy, or other conditions.
Creon may increase your chance of fibrosing colonopathy, a rare bowel disorder. Tell your doctor if you have a history of intestinal blockage or scarring or thickening of your bowel bowel wall, if you're allergic to pork, or if you have gout, kidney problems, or worsening of painful swollen joints. Call your doctor if you have any unusual or severe gastrointestinal symptoms or allergic reactions. Take Creon as directed by your doctor and always with food. Do not chew capsules, as this may cause mouth irritation. Other side effects may include blood sugar changes, gas, dizziness, sore throat, and cough. These are not all the side effects of Creon.
Creon is the #1 prescribed EPI treatment. Ask your doctor about Creon for EPI and visit creoninfo.com or call 800-633-9110 to learn more. That's CREON info.com.
The check is good, the experience is smooth, and the reviews online are wonderful at GiveMeTheVin.com. They don't call us America's best car buyer for nothing.
Sell us your car. GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. From a martini to a Bloody Mary to shaken not stirred, add Tito's for an evening that'll be fun and it'll turn into enjoyment. Tito's Vodka makes any night an event. Join the locker room March 11th this Saturday at the Tito's Raw Bar trackside at Gulfstream Park. Tito's and Gulfstream Park, that's a perfect race and you'll be in the winner's circle every time. Tito's Handmade Vodka, always a winner, and if you have it in your lineup, you got a chance to be a star. Peace!
I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift. I'm Rocky Moselle with StarRegistry.com. Since we were children, we've been told to reach for the stars. It was great advice. Now it's a great gift. Name a star after someone. For $54 and a call to 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com, we will name a star after someone very special to you and send an incredible personalized gift. The new star name will be recorded in book form in the U.S. Copyright Office. Call the Star Registry, 800-282-3333 or visit StarRegistry.com for the hottest gift.
Wouldn't it be nice to say you have a graphic design team, printer, and direct mail company on staff for your business? With Bulldog Marketing, you almost do. Their clients range from Main Street to Fortune 500s, and their facilities are right here in West Palm Beach. Plus, they're fast. Small batches, large print jobs, bring it on. They'll get it done on time, almost like they were on your own team. Email them at info@bdmk.net. That's info@bdmk.net. And let's get your job in the works.
Finding great people to hire is like trying to find a needle in a haystack. It's pretty difficult, right? Well, ZipRecruiter has mastered finding a needle in a haystack, so they take it to the next level. They make hiring so simple that it's like finding a needle in a needle stack. And that's why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. Here's what it's like to use ZipRecruiter. They have so many qualified candidates that it's easier to find the right ones for your roles. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. That's a lot of needles. So how do they do it? ZipRecruiter's powerful technology sends you candidates who are a great match for your job, and you can even invite your top choices to apply. So if you want less hay and more needles, head to ZipRecruiter.
And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/radio. That's ZipRecruiter.com/RADIO. ZipRecruiter.com/radio. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to 3 key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Of course, your favorite station is on the free iHeartRadio app. Take us with you anywhere and listen anytime. Plus, get thousands of other stations and playlists all free. Download our free iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
iHeartRadio.
Let's see what's up with traffic on Real Radio.
special event on Flagler Drive has shut down Lakeview Avenue. All lanes are completely closed. We do have a crash clearing now in West Palm, 95 South before Okeechobee Boulevard. While you're out, make sure you slow down for bicycles on the ride today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Reset your rest at Mattress Firm's Big Spring Sale. Shop top brands today and save up to $700. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select purchases. Time to score big savings on your dream bed.
From the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys Studios.
Have you been in an accident? Call Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys at 1-800-747-FREE.
That's 1-800-747-3733.
Real Radio 92.1 is WZZR.
The iHeartRadio app for all your music, radio, and podcasts.
WWE legalizing gambling is gotta be a fleece for the public. You got 50 to 100 scriptwriters that are gonna know the outcome. The executives are gonna know the outcome. And you know, Randy, the scriptwriter's third cousin, is definitely going to be mailing that in. So the only way they can make this happen is to put a cap on the bets, like the color of the Gatorade at the Super Bowl, because somebody and everybody in that back room mixing it up knows what it is already. So their cousins are making money.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Very good point. We'll see if they figure out some way. And I don't disagree with you at all. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And, of course, Francis is here.
Hey, what's up?
What's up? And it's time for some Florida stories.
Florida.
Florida.
Did you say
Florida?
I'm from Florida.
WTF.
what the Florida?
So this woman can pack a lot of stuff because she's got a lot of suitcase. A video shared to TikTok. Her name is Giselle Roquefort. Opens with images of her badly damaged suitcase that happened when she was on a Delta flight. Delta destroyed my suitcase. I filed a claim. They agreed to replace it. She got a notification that she had some packages. And there was a video showing numerous large boxes. She's like, what the hell am I didn't order a bunch of stuff. What is this? Well, it turns out that all of these boxes, in fact, there was 13 of them, were all new suitcases. So there was 13 Ricardo Beverly Hills bags. Are those nice? I don't even know. Is that nice, G-Man?
I think so.
Ricardo Beverly Hills.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I think they made by mistake. The video shows the mountain of suitcases arranged throughout her living room.
Now, every time somebody loses a suitcase, they're going to do this. See how many suitcases they get.
How many did I get?
Hey, what'd you get? I got 8. I got 10.
So she did. She let Delta know because it was Delta that sent her those suitcases.
Did they say it was a mistake?
She let him know that it was a mistake, and yes, and so she sent them back, but they did let her keep an extra one. So she's got 2 now. She ended up sending the extra suitcases back, but Delta was like, yeah, you keep one extra one for being honest and forthcoming. Because some people might have been like, mine now, selling those things.
Yeah, a lot of people would have.
Not to mention, don't forget, she was the one inconvenienced and lost everything in her suitcase,
yes,
too.
Yep, that too.
I thought they were just kissing her ass so she didn't put anything bad on social media.
It was a mistake. It was a mistake. They accidentally sent it. And then, crazy incident. If you go to realradio921.com, you can check it out. Florida, you got to be careful around any waterway. I mean, we've every week, every day, there's some story with alligators, and this is another one. Deltona home. A guy had his dog Winston outside, and he's just watching him go and kind of do his business. And then he looked at the same time. There was an alligator who also was noticing Winston. So the gator lunged towards his dog, sunk his teeth into his skull, and this guy who's unidentified happened to have a gun on him. He fired 4 shots at the gator, hitting him in the head. And he was like, I don't even think there was a thought, the homeowner says. I mean, you just bring it to action and do what you have to do to save your dogs. He said if 20 seconds later, I probably would have had a dead dog. So Winston did miraculously survive the attack. They said he only suffered a few minor puncture wounds on his ear.
That's pretty amazing.
Right?
Yeah. And also maybe that the dog could have got injured. Like when he's shooting, at the alligator.
Right.
And if the alligator...
probably has pretty damn good aim, huh?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because he got the gator. The gator did not make it. through that ordeal. And then this one, so I understand whatever, he's saving his dog. This one irks me a bit. There is, and this is all over the news in Florida, and it has made national news too. We see it quite often. Gators end up in your pool. That's why they're like, you better look before you jump.
And put a lot of extra chlorine in there.
Especially.
They don't like that.
Yeah, but the
Especially
albino
at
ones will
night.
go in there then.
But especially at night, like make sure you pay attention before you're jumping into that pool, because there was a 400-pound, 11-foot gator in this woman's pool, and that's a woman. It was in Stone Island. Where is Stone Island? Does anybody know? It sounds nice.
I don't, but it sounds beautiful.
It's by Pebble Beach.
Oh, is it? All right.
Oh,
that's in
nice.
California.
Up north.
That's
I'm
actually
that's in
not
California.
bad.
Is
Not
it
bad. Pebble Beach, Stone Island. I get it. That's
It's up
good.
north, though.
I like that.
But I thought Pebble Beach was in California.
There's two.
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
There's two Seacoasts. There's one.
No,
There's one in New Jersey.
You're
There's one in
right.
Wyoming.
There could be a Pebble Beach, Florida. You're right. There's multiple. There's a Miami and Ohio.
Who would have thought that?
Mind blown, right?
And there's a big difference with that. Imagine if you land there, Miami, Ohio. You're like, are you kidding me?
That's why University of Miami makes sure that ESPN always puts OH next to the Miami of Ohio.
There you go.
So they never get confused.
Wouldn't want to get off that plane.
So officials believe the gator busted through the screen of the patio because this is a screened-in pool.
Oh, this is not
After
right.
coming out of the woods.
A screened-in pool.
Yep. And
Damn, how'd it get in?
I said they just busted through. You saw that one gator open up the fence like nothing.
You know what? That was the dumbest question I could possibly have asked, especially after seeing that story yesterday
That was
or the
scary,
day
that
before.
video.
Yeah, so they said, they believe it came out of the woods, went straight through the screen, hopped in the pool. They did measure the gator 11 foot 6 inches, and this is the part I don't like, is that it was later euthanized. It didn't attack anybody, didn't anything. It just wanted to get into some water.
Did it have a bathing suit on or just went in naked?
No, it went in nude. Skinny dip.
All right.
Yeah.
I wonder if maybe there's a part of the story we're not getting, like, the chlorine water damaged and like it made it sick or something.
It does
and
not
they just
say it.
euthanized it because they couldn't
save it.
Maybe something like that.
This
Or-
is the time that
I don't know.
it doesn't say, and you would think, but they're saying this is the time where alligators are looking for food and some loving. Alligators are becoming a little bit more active. You may be seeing them popping up in places they're not supposed to be. This is
Take your
according to
pole.
people at Gatorland. Yeah. Suggest keeping 25-foot distance between you and water's edge and never, ever, ever feed any Florida wildlife, not just gators.
Oh, just found out the other day from some odd story of laws that are still in the books. It's illegal to in Florida.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. And then, there is a woman who found it was a black bear. And it was, a Florida man, not a woman. I was looking at that one story. There was a Florida man, and he saw this black bear, and it is a big black bear. It's 400 pounds. As big as that gator.
On cocaine?
No, it's not a cocaine bear.
Okay. Sure.
There was a cocaine cat in the news yesterday. Did you see that one?
No.
I put that on the blog.
How did you know it was on cocaine?
Because they tested it.
Oh.
Yeah, it was a
Failed the drug test.
It was
Going for a job.
It was a serval
Lawrence
cat.
Taylor.
So it was like a crazy wild cat that's not even supposed to be here. It's called a serval cat. It was in a tree. They caught it. They tested it. Found out there was cocaine in its system.
Wow.
And because it was a legal cat, I think it jumped out of a car, got scared, went inside. To me, my personal opinion, I think that says drug dealer all over it, right? Like has a fancy cat that you're not supposed to have, and there's drugs in the system.
Sure. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Sure.
So there was a black bear that was drowning, and typically we see that people don't want to get in that situation to help out, right? Especially by yourself. Maybe you have some kind of law enforcement that will, but the black bear is very common here in Florida, and they can grow to be quite large. You don't really see many big ones here, but they can get up to 600 pounds. And this guy saw one in the water, and he was like, you know what? I got to help them. Yes, they can swim, and they claim that they're excellent swimmers, but this one was not doing so well. And a guy jumped in. I want to see if I can find this video. Adam Warwick jumped into the water, swam out to rescue the bear. He grabbed a hold of the drowning bear to keep its head above water like you would a person. And
Wow.
Said he could have easily taken a swipe from the panicked bear, putting him and the bear's lives in jeopardy. However, the bear was very calm under Adam's care. I think the bear knew, like, this guy is saving my life.
Yeah.
The wild scenario was caught on film. And he did suffer a few scratches, but he will be okay. They used a tractor bucket to transport the bear back to his home in at the Osceola National Forest. So
That's
I will
amazing.
see if I can get some of these photos up for you because I did see some on Facebook. It's pretty cool. And that is your What the Florida.
Thank you, Francis. It is the Penthouse on a Friday. Don't forget, after us, it is the News Junkies, the Greek Zone, and then it is Lex and Terry. We're going to come back with a Greek misspeak and a story about Dennis Rodman. He's getting to the big screen. So much more coming at you. Peace.
Real radio is the News Junkie.
Channel3000.com, which probably
sounds fake as hell,
it's
doesn't it?
probably more of a local thing over there.
Tune into Channel 3000.
I've never had a cable box go that high. Channel 3000.
That would be a real son of a bitch. You're like, oh, God, channel up, channel up.
The News Junkie. Weekday afternoons at 2 on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Get ready to celebrate your favorite podcasts at our iHeart Podcast Awards. Tune in as the best podcasts take home awards in categories like comedy, crime, pop culture, and more. Watch on iHeartRadio's YouTube channel and Facebook page. And listen on iHeartRadio, Tuesday night at 9.
Considering an EV for yourself or your business? Consider the benefits of subscription. I'm Scott Painter, CEO of Autonomy, where an EV subscription is like a lease but way more flexible. It's a debt-free way to get month-to-month access to a new EV. You can even pay with your credit card. Learn more at autonomy.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Pleasant and warm through this afternoon with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Mostly sunny with a southeast breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Comfortable for this evening. We'll see a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning with an isolated shower chance.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy, taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Attorney Joe Cordell. Divorce forces a father to focus on what's most important, his children. In the divorce process, this comes down to three key concerns: physical custody, decision-making, as well as financial support. Each of these is important, and it's important that you choose a lawyer that cares as much about these issues as you do.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Miami area attorneys. Se habla español. Legal services available in English and Spanish. Offices in Miami-Dade County and Fort Lauderdale. CordellCordell.com. Lisa Card, just Florida resident partner. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
If you want your windows there in weeks, pick up the phone and just text Reese.
Most windows are installed by Reese in just 6 to 8 weeks. Text FAST to 20129 to find out how your window project can qualify for up to $10,000 of free state money. Text FAST to 20129.
With Seagram's Escapes, you can turn a daily chore into a vacation. An ordinary dinner into a lively cookout. Your Wednesdays into an early weekend. Or any situation into something extraordinary. Seagram's Escapes. Make happiness happen. Enjoy responsibly. 2023 Seagram Beverage Company, Rochester, New York. Flavored malt beverages.
Hey, it's the Greek from Monroe's in Palm Beach. The best view in Palm Beach are the girls at Monroe's, 7 days a week until 5 a.m. Adult entertainment, upscale dining, full bar, full liquor, and full nude. And on Friday night, it's Fantasy Fridays. And who doesn't want to kick off the weekend? It's the girls at Monroe's bringing your fantasies to life. Monroe's in Palm Beach. Get over there today and enjoy yourself with a beautiful lady by your side. Peace!
Building a new home is a heavy load. Get the support you need with Coast Truss. Their roof and floor trusses are sturdy, versatile, cost-effective, and built to stand the test of time. Plus, they offer quick service to keep you on schedule and on budget. Local and family-owned, they've supported builders for over 40 years. Call Coast Truss at 772-286-3700. That's 772-286-3700. Or email plans to KOSTTrussinc@gmail.com.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. The IRS just rolled out a new program to help struggling taxpayers more easily resolve their tax problems. It's called the Taxpayer Relief Initiative, and it opens up powerful new options for people looking to get back on the right track with the IRS. And no one knows this program like the professionals at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution company. They've resolved over $1 billion in tax debt for their clients and have the expertise and experience to help you. One easy call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries of wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Make today the beginning of your fresh start with the IRS. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief now for your free confidential consultation.
Call 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840. 800-354-2840.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-738-9900. That's 800-738-9900.
Living here in South Florida, we spend a lot of time in the sun, boating, fishing, swimming, and sunbathing on the beach. Hey, this is Franny, and with time, too much sun can cause damage, which you may notice as sunspots that just appear or even wrinkles. Let Begin a New Med Spa help you smooth out and even out your skin tone. They have IPL laser treatments that give you clinically proven results to reduce the appearance of that sun damage, and it even improves your skin tone, texture, and firmness. You can check out real results on their Instagram at Begin a New Med. This is just one of the many services they offer at Begin a New. Testosterone replacement therapy. They have plenty of options for ED and sexual performance, clinical weight loss programs, and all kinds of aesthetic procedures like Botox and fillers. I have been a loyal client to them for over a year now because I truly trust their medical professionals. And in my personal opinion, they are the best in the biz. So start being the best version of you by going to beginanewmed.com. That's beginanewmed.com.
Here's traffic on Real Radio.
Special event on Flagler Drive has shut down Lakeview Avenue. All lanes are completely closed. We do have a crash clearing now in West Palm, 95 South before Okeechobee Boulevard. While you're out, make sure you slow down for bicycles on the ride today. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by Mattress Firm. Reset your rest at Mattress Firm's Big Spring Sale. Shop top brands today and save up to $700. Plus, get a free adjustable base with select purchases. Time to score big savings on your dream bed.
Welcome to Pray.com's Relentless Hope Podcast, a show that will help you love your life, lead with purpose, and leave a legacy of helping others.
God can do anything.
Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Hey, this is Granny. Greg, when you come over this weekend, we're gonna play Rapper. Yeah, that's when you put your Snoop Dogg into my Queen Latifah, honey.
You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
I thought I was going to get through today without that. I really did. I thought I was going to get. I thought I was going to make it. Sometimes you know it's inevitable. Like when I bump into Jayla and she's going to give me an $87 bill for liquor. Yeah. It was going to happen. Just like that. Love you, Jayla, if you're listening, baby. It is The Penthouse on a Friday. Granny, I thought I was going to make it through the weekend. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
And of course, Franny's here.
Hi, what's up?
Do we want to take a phone call before I get into my Dennis Rodman, or do we
want to do Misspeak? Or
yeah, let's do
what
Greek Misspeak. I'm sorry.
Here we go. And
hey,
wrong button. I'm sorry.
Oh boy.
No. Your Greek
Mississippi. I can't sleep at night. From Florida, I would take a 7 o'clock flight, 4.5 hours. You get there at 12, but it's 9. So you have a day to acclimate yourself.
Thank goodness for that, because if I wasn't, this would probably never work.
It's the Penthouse. We'll be back. Benny, my Hana.
Ma!
If I get my car washed and then a landscaper comes by and blows all over it.
Even the car wash and it rains, too. But at least you get the rain check.
The rain I don't care about, because if it's a good car wash, good wax. I go to Green Turtle. It's always beats up. I think it's cool at night.
My car was only beat at night.
The good thing about Monday, it's Tuesday, and we'll be back to entertain you again. That's right. You win it.
If you think you're having a story, you can speak well, alert somebody.
The good thing is usually everybody's rent is due today, so some people look at that as a bad thing.
What?
I got to pick out a new suit, though. I want to wear something I haven't been taking a photographer to.
Yeah. You can acclimate to things.
Oh, boy.
Man, I had something to give Jimmy today.
You give it to him. Can I give you some text messages really quick? 47142. Because I haven't looked in a while, and I don't want to feel like I'm ignoring them. Is that
Sure,
okay?
Sweetums. Our audience is the most important thing.
Is that okay?
Of course.
Hey. That was number one.
I can't.
I do want to wish Catalin a happy birthday. I text back, but just happy birthday tomorrow. So happy birthday. And then what else do we have here? Talking about sharing food. They said sharing food at a restaurant is more of a girl thing. Have you ever been at a restaurant and watched Bubba and Leroy sharing their meal? I'm like, I don't know. Have you?
I agree with that.
Okay.
Because I've been on dates with girls or been with somebody and they say, can I try? But never a guy
Okay.
that I can remember off. And I go out every night.
All right. And then we're on Instagram and we put that whole thing, like if you could steal something from somebody's home or whatever, that would inconvenience them. What would it be? We have a few things on here. Of course, I would have to steal Nutter's wife again.
Oh,
That's
wow.
from Stephen Coca.
Oh, wow. An oldie but goodie.
From downtown. Bang, it's been a while.
Yeah, it has been a while. I forgot about that. Nutter's wife.
Somebody would
I met Nutter's wife, and she was so nice. I was shocked.
I was shocked. How nice she was.
Somebody said I would steal the thermostat. Instead of stealing something annoying, I'd break in and cover the floor with peanuts. That would be weird.
What?
I would
Just broom it, sweep it up.
I did see somebody else.
Broom it.
Somebody else said instead of stealing something the same thing besides the peanuts, they would put Legos all over the floor.
Oh, that's just mean.
Yes.
Yeah, that'll hurt your feet, especially after a pedicure.
This one, I would steal the fish tank but leave the fish.
Oh, then the fish would die.
That's Steve. Yeah. Very weird. So this is not a stealing store, but my neighbor had a stealing story maybe, but my neighbor had a party and he was a big man. He got wasted and obnoxious. He also drank a small bottle of habanero sauce. Okay. Knowing his stomach would be rumbling the next morning, therefore he passed out. I went and removed all the toilet paper, including the one under the cabinet, and hid them in his dryer. His daughter came over knocking on my door, asking if she could borrow some TP for her dad. He's like, I gave her a roll that only had a few sheets on it. A few days later, he was blaming a stranger that was at the party for the prank. I never told him it was me.
Oh, that's just mean. Yeah. Kind of person
great.
does
Send
that.
video.
Who
Yeah,
would do that? So there you go. That's some of the texts we have in.
All right, it's the Penthouse. Thank you all the time for getting involved in the show, whether you text us, you email Jimmy, or pick up the phone like this human being.
Yeah. Hey, human being, how are you? What's going on, Jorge?
Oh,
Happy Friday to everyone.
Jorge, I didn't even know it was you.
what an introduction.
Yeah, it's
Nice.
It's like bumping into one of my ex-girlfriends at a party. It's always good to see, and I know you're going to put out. What's going on?
There you go, and I'm paying.
And not too much. not too much. That toilet paper story, if I'm not mistaken, that was Fred.
Fred from who?
Freddie Covers?
Caller Fred. Yeah.
Oh, that's who it was?
Freddie Covers? Oh, okay. All
It
right.
was either Fred or Evan. I can't remember. It was one of them.
Okay, Fred or Evan.
I don't know.
No.
Maybe, yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, I'm up in Vero here, just waiting outside the Majestic Theater, waiting to see Shady as Brady.
Oh,
yeah?
So you're really going,
Yeah,
huh?
got front row seats
Are
and
you
sitting next to
really?
Jane Fonda.
Why do I not believe you?
No, I'm at the Hurricane Grill.
Okay.
Theater from here. Oh, yeah. See all the geriatrics walking in there. Oh, yeah.
Let me ask you something.
Nice.
3 in the morning, Jorge, your phone rings. It's Jane Fonda, it's Cher, or it's Martha Stewart. Who would you bang?
Oh, that's easy.
None of them, Greek. I'd take situation into my own hands if that was the case.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ladies, if you're listening, he doesn't mean to offend you.
He's single, ladies.
But he's saying no to all three. You got to pick
Who
one.
do you take? I want to know, Jimmy, G-Man. Who do you take?
Said? I said Martha Stewart.
Oh, you did say Martha? You said Martha?
Yeah, because in the morning she'll make you pancakes with the Mickey Mouse thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And put a little whipped
With the
cream on
Mickey
her
Mouse
ass.
thing.
You got their life, kids.
Who are the other ones? Who are the other two?
Cher, Martha Stewart, or Jane Fonda.
I tell you, Cher's a close second.
I think I might pick Cher. I don't know, but you're right. Martha would cook for
I
you.
don't- I would
Damn
fi-
it. I don't know. That's tough.
But if I was banging
With the
her-
Mickey Mouse
But in-
things.
Yeah,
But
Cher.
in bed, I feel like Cher would be better.
I know, but then I start thinking about Sonny. I got you, babe. I would feel bad if I was
That was a lot. They got divorced. She was married after him.
Yeah.
She's married 13 times after him, but I would still feel bad.
Then the next
All
time
right.
Greek skis, he hits a tree.
And I'm dead.
You know.
Thank God.
Whoa.
That was Greek
That
for the playback.
escalated.
All right, so Jorge, who would it be?
I have no idea, Greek. I have no idea. Hey, do you think Aaron Rodgers is going to sign with the Jets?
Yes.
You think so, huh?
Yep, I just do because of the way the direction's going. You could only read the tea leaves, and they already went out to California. I think I believe this. If he wasn't interested at all, I think he would tell the Jets, don't even get on a plane. That's just my opinion. I don't think he would want to sit down with them. I don't think he would want to talk to them. If he was going to retire, I think he would say that too. Just an opinion, because I'm thinking of what I would do. I'd be like, you know what? Don't even come out here. And the Jets the Jets front office and the owner, and Woody likes to talk, said he feels very comfortable in the meeting and he thinks that they have a good chance. He feels so strongly that Vegas reduced the odds from 30-1 to 16-1. That's big.
Oh yeah. There you go. I'll tell you what. The front office might like it, but I'll tell you what. The teammates aren't going to like Aaron.
Why?
You know, because it's all about him. Nobody likes him.
Yeah, but if they win, they don't care, bro. They don't care. That team has been to Super Bowl since '69. You kidding me?
It'll be another 69 years before they get there. You know, they're not going anywhere with him.
They got a good team. They have a good team, a lot of young people, and Aaron Rodgers could definitely make them a contender. Is it a guarantee? No, there's no guarantee. You're a sports fan. But I don't know. You're asking me my opinion. I think, yes, I think he's got a good shot to go there.
Well, we will see what happens. Do you think the Patriots are going to deal off Mac Jones, or do you think they're going to keep him?
I think they're going to wait to see what's out there, and maybe something happens during the draft. Again, you start hearing all these rumblings that they don't like him. They don't think he progressed in his second year. I don't know. I think the kid's good. I just think you got to give him. Last year was just an off year. They're in a tough division. I mean, if the Jets do get Rodgers, and I know you're a Patriot fan,
wow,
with the Jets, the Bills, and the Dolphins, that's a tough division. New England might be looking at the cellar, looking up.
Depending on what the Dolphins do with quarterback, too, because that matters.
Yeah, there's strong rumors they might get Lamar Jackson. Who knows?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard Tom Brady might go there. What's this with Tom Brady? He was going to do stand-up.
No.
His ex-wife's, yeah.
No, he put out there that he's done. He's going to raise his kids and play with the kittens.
I got you. Oh, yeah. That's not a bad idea there. Yeah, feeding the cat, too, is always good, yeah.
Speaking of feeding the cat, hey, Jorge, say hi to Evan. Evan, welcome to the Penthouse.
How's Evan?
Hey, everyone.
Hey, Evan.
Doing well. Hey,
How's
Jorge, last night we watched 80 for Brady, and it's the biggest piece of crap since I saw an elephant take a dump at a circus.
Oh, wow. Not a fan, Evan.
Guess you didn't like the movie, huh?
So, Evan, is it fair to say you're not going to go for 80 for Brady, too?
Sounds like my girlfriend. What'd she say? She'd rather get stuck in the backwoods of Aspen and get frostbite instead of watching the movie.
Wow.
Remember me tell you that?
Wow, that's strong.
That's strong.
Yeah.
That's pretty strong. All right.
So, Evan, no good for 80 for Brady?
0.
Let me ask you, who would you bang, Cher, Martha Stewart, or Jane Fonda?
Probably Martha Stewart because she'd make a good meal afterwards.
See?
Yeah, see, it's a trend.
All right.
They say a way
Get
the
it.
guy's
I get
heart
it.
is to get into his pants.
That's where you go.
I thought it was a stomach.
Try the pants, Franny. Try the pants.
Pants first,
Yeah,
stomach after.
Pants off, dance off. Here we go.
All right, look, I love talking to you two guys. I feel so privileged. Keep in touch, everybody. We got to go to break.
Like getting cancer.
Oh, wow. I did not see that coming. I was going on it. You topped me. I had 20. You came in 21. Strong. Dropped the mic.
And that was a jack and an ace.
Dropped the mic on that one. Wow, that was hard. My God.
Have a good day, guys.
Love you guys. It is the Penthouse. I don't know if I can recover from that. I got to be honest. That was big. That was awesome. Game ball, Jimmy. It is the Penthouse. We'll be back in a couple minutes. Peace.
We're everywhere you need to be. Find your favorite show at realradio921.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Pleasant and warm through this afternoon with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Mostly sunny with a southeast breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Comfortable for this evening. We'll see a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning with an isolated shower chance.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know all your options. If you drink, don't get behind the wheel. Instead, designate a sober driver or catch a ride service. And if you are the designated sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
The News Junkie is brought to you by Gordon and Partners. ForTheInjured.com. 561-333-3333.
Hey, it's the Greek for Tito's Handmade Vodka. From a martini to a Bloody Mary to shaken not stirred, add Tito's for an evening that'll be fun and it'll turn into enjoyment. Tito's Vodka makes any night an event. Join the locker room March 11th this Saturday at the Tito's Raw Bar trackside at Gulfstream Park. Tito's and Gulfstream Park, that's a perfect race and you'll be in the winner's circle every time. Tito's Handmade Vodka, always a winner, and if you have it in your lineup, you got a chance to be a star. Peace!
Bright Future Scholarships have been funding higher education in Florida for over 2 decades. Last year alone, more than $600 million was made available to Florida students. So don't miss out. Millions of dollars in Bright Future Scholarships are waiting for you. Make your money moves and fund your future today. Visit FloridaBrightFutures.gov to check eligibility and apply.
Bright Futures pays.
If you've been injured in a car accident, call Pound Law from your cell phone. Morgan & Morgan.
We're Storm Smart. Here in Florida, that's a name people trust. For over 26 years, we've been making storm catcher screens, the leading hurricane safety product on the market, protecting over 90,000 Florida homes in communities just like yours. And while storms may come and go, one thing's for sure, Storm Smart's here to stay. Day in and day out, we'll be here, working harder to make sure you can breathe a little easier. SMART is protecting our community today and tomorrow.
We know that aging is not for the faint of heart, but the Landing of Lake Worth celebrates the rewards of aging and tackles the challenges head on. We believe life should be joyful at every stage, so we have a unique focus on wellness of mind, body, and spirit, bringing an unparalleled sense of optimism to residents and their families. Come home to personalized assisted living and memory care services at the Landing of Lake Worth, where happiness never grows old. Visit thelandingoflakeworth.com for more information. That's thelandingoflakeworth.com.
I'm Mark Anajar. I'm Glenn Levine. I'm Ellie Anajar. Together, we're Anajar and Levine. If you've been hurt in a car crash, we'll fight to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call Anajar and Levine for your free consultation. 1-800-747-FREE. In office, West Palm Beach.
Good Greek moving and storage. Your superhero movers.
Macy's one-day sale is going on now with great deals of the day to get prepped for the spring season. Like 40% off wardrobe refreshes from Style & Co. And 40% off the perfect bags and wallets to complete your look. Plus get 50 to 60% off kitchen and dining essentials from Hotel Collection, Oak, The Cellar, and more. Star Rewards members earn rewards even faster during Macy's Star Money bonus days. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Progressive protects more than just your home and car. You could save when you bundle your motorcycles, ATVs, boats, and RVs. Doesn't that sound good? Like the sound of your boat cruising along the Intercoastal. And there's the sound of the prop hitting a really big rock. And now the sound of waves, because the engine stopped. But you know what does sound good? You're covered with Progressive. So bundle all your vehicles and home in one place and save with the multi-policy discount. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers.
It's not easy being the one everyone counts on to keep your operation running, no matter the weather or supply chain hiccup. But we get you, Raymond in Buffalo, Maria in Miami, and Jules in Troy. taking control of everything that's under your control. At Grainger, we're here for you with high-quality supplies for every industry, plus real-time product availability and access to experts ready to help. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Do you find yourself stuck in a timeshare? Get the real facts about the timeshare industry and your options for cancellation. Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group, beat the largest timeshare company in federal court and has put together a free information guide that reveals the secrets the timeshare industry doesn't want you to know, including the 5 ways to get rid of your timeshare. Call now and get this timeshare cancellation guide absolutely free.
Call 800-738-9900. That's 800-738-9900.
It can be dangerously easy to steal your identity during tax season because so much sensitive info is all together.
Before we start the annual meeting of Sean's personal info, has anyone seen Social Security number? Not me. Nope. Oh no. He's been stolen.
LifeLock by Norton makes it easy to help protect yourself. If you become a victim, we'll work to fix it. No one can monitor all transactions, but you can save up to 25% off your first year with promo code NEWS at LifeLock.com. Identity theft protection starts here.
In this week's Marketers Report, Patrizio Spagnoletto, Global Chief Marketing Officer, Direct-to-Consumer for Warner Brothers Discovery, weighs in on the difficult task of building and retaining consumer trust.
Trust is a really hard thing to build and a really easy thing to destroy, and we have to be very respectful about that. Our partnership with iHeart has really helped us build that trust and that relationship with the on-air talent. The best thing for us to do is to build a relationship with our consumers. And if those consumers have a relationship with the DJs that are on air, then we want to build on that. House of the Dragon, which was one of our most successful, if not the most successful campaign we've ever done for a show, audio was a core part of that.
As the #1 audio company, iHeartMedia gives marketers access to all. Every audience, live conversations, trusted influencers, and the insights and data you need to grow. Not just a media company. iHeartMedia is your access company. Go to iHeartResults.com for more.
Getting you up to speed on traffic on Real Radio.
Downtown West Palm Beach, a special event has shut down Flagler Drive North at Lakeview Avenue. All lanes are closed. Our expressway is moving along nicely on the Friday Drive. No major delays on the Turnpike or 95. That's traffic. I'm Jody Stewart.
This report is sponsored by the Florida Department of Transportation. Hey, listeners, before celebrating St. Patrick's Day this year, remember to plan ahead and know sober driver, commit to staying sober. Don't let your luck run out.
This is Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7. Real talk for the Palm Beaches and the Treasure Coast.
Hey, Penthouse, Franny, this is for you. You're talking about sharing food, right, with your husband? At Sato's on PGA Boulevard, if you get the millennial dinner, right, you get steak, or filet, chicken, shrimp, and lobster. Meats instead of the combination ones above where you only get to pick from 2. It's the hack that nobody knows about. Peace.
Hey! You're listening to The Penthouse. Now back to The Penthouse on Real Radio 92.1 and 101.7.
Psyched him out. You psyched him out. He thought you were about to get. He got mad. He pounded on the desk.
I thought she was calling again.
Oh my goodness.
I thought she was calling again. I said, come on, Granny. 1 call a year. Hey. It is The Penthouse on a lovely Friday afternoon. I hope you guys are having a nice day. And if you're not, don't blame us. It is The Penthouse. Jimmy's in the house.
Hello and good afternoon.
Francis is here.
Hi, and thank you so much for that recommendation. It's very weird that you said that about Saitos because
I was just going to go there.
When I was chatting with Cattle, you don't like hibachi.
No, but it was right across the street from a cigar bar, and I was there the other night, and some guys I was with, he didn't talk about the special, but they wanted to go there.
Yeah, because I know you said that you don't like going to hibachi places because you smell when you leave, but Catalin was asking. I love
we plug one all day long.
I know, we do, Benihana. So Catalin was asking, she was asking me if I could refer her to a hibachi place, and Saitos is one of the ones I know, so it's weird that's got brought up twice in one day. I've never tried that before. I will try that meal that you're talking about where you get all 4 meats meats.
For 70
No,
bucks.
I like the meats, yeah, and I could share with my husband. But I was also saying, besides that, there's another great one in Abacoa, but very weird. Saito's in a matter of an hour, twice.
I might
brought
need
up.
some.
There is an incredible
need
out of
something.
context right there.
Yeah. I heard it.
141.
Yeah. You might have. You maybe go there and play a scratch-off ticket. You never
They
know.
don't sell scratchers.
They don't?
Just food and sushi. Just sushi and hibachi. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah.
Jimmy, who do we have on hold?
We have David on the line. David, welcome to the Penthouse.
Hello.
Hi.
What's up,
Hi,
Dave?
Franny.
What's up?
Hi, great. Hey, Franny, you got a piece of paper and a pencil with you?
I actually do.
Kind of writing device?
I do, yes.
All right. Well, I want you to write down the following.
Okay.
The letter I.
Yep.
H-A-P-E.
H-A.
P-E.
H-A-P-E.
P-E.
I heard you. I said it.
I-H-A-T-E.
I-H-A-P-E.
And then H-A-P-P-I-N-E-S-S.
I-H-A-P-E-H-A-P-P-I-E-N-E-F-F?
Yeah. What does it say?
I have no idea. These aren't words.
Are you trying to do I hate happiness?
I hate
Yeah.
happiness.
All right. So, all right. Now, say that without the H's.
Is he saying P or T? Am I right? Am I saying P, right? I ate.
No, you're saying T.
You're saying T.
I hate
I'm writing
happiness.
I'm writing P's, not T's.
And then now he's trying to make you say I ate.
What am I saying? I don't know. I don't want to play this game.
Yeah, she doesn't like it.
I don't want to play.
She doesn't want to play.
Yeah, it's done. It's done. It was a hit and run. He's trying to.
Okay,
he's
good.
trying to make you say I hate or I eat.
What?
And then
I ate what?
the backside of a person.
Oh. Well, that's why I did not continue playing. Do you have
Yes.
a trifecta you want to go through?
We're going to do a trifecta. All right, the Canes played yesterday and they beat Wake Forest, and tonight they got Duke in the ACC Conference Tournament. Also, FAU is up at half, 37-25, and they won yesterday, so they're in their second round also. Odell, number 13, and with the Rams, has got a training day today in Arizona, and there is reportedly 6 to 8 teams that might show up from the NFL to see if he can still play. He says he can. He's a free agent. He can go anywhere he wants. Buffalo Bills are interested. Dallas Cowboys almost signed him last year. And the Giants and Jets. How would that be? Imagine one day that the Jets get Rodgers and Odell. Ooh, that would be a combination. And Odell wanted to go to the Packers, there was rumors. Whether or not it happens, we'll see. Speaking of the Jets, they were 30-1 to win the Super Bowl in Vegas last week. But the owner, the coach, and the offensive coordinator went out to see Mr. Rodgers and said, do you want to change neighborhoods? Well, guess what? They feel like it really went well, and they told everybody, so the odds dropped to 16-1. I said this earlier. I'll say it on the Greek Zone. If you want to bet the Jets, don't bet yet until it's done. Because if they don't get Rodgers, then you're going to get totally screwed on that price. And then the line will go back up to 30-1. So just wait and see. If you didn't get it before, don't do it now. And that is your last trifecta of the day. Now, in the Michael Jordan story, The Last Dance, he told the famous story of the Chicago Bulls with Dennis Rodman. And there was a time in the championship years that Dennis Rodman went to Phil Jackson and said, I need a vacation. And Michael Jordan said to Phil, do not let him go. He'll never come back. Dennis Rodman was a big part of those teams. I mean, you might not like him, think he's crazy, and he is, but he was a big part of it. He's got 5 rings. And then what ended up happening, Michael Jordan had to go out to Vegas. Shows you how important he was. And Carmen Electra was with him, knocked on the door, and Michael Jordan said, I can't get into the rest of it. But she spoke about it in The Last Dance. Well, they're making a movie about this now. This whole weekend, Dennis Rodman in Vegas, 48 hours. Maybe she's going to play herself. She probably still could. She looks great. And I don't know who's going to play Michael Jordan or Dennis Rodman. But this whole scene where he took off for 48 hours and he was allowed to go. He asked for permission. They're making a movie about this, and I'm sure it's a great story. Now, it's going to depend on what actors they get to portray Dennis Rodman, her, Michael Jordan, Phil Jackson, but it sounds like a great weekend, and it sounds like a great movie. I would definitely check it out when it comes out, but this is coming out, and this started from The Last Dance. This is a story nobody ever really knew, And when Jordan did The Last Dance, he told about this. And if you could look it up, you could see Jordan talking about this whole weekend and everything. It's pretty cool, though. It
looks like here from what I can see, hold on, I got to get to it here. Jonathan Majors might star in this film.
Okay.
So I would assume that the star would be Dennis Rodman's character.
Yes.
It's being produced by Rodman, too. If you didn't say that, I'm sorry. If I'm repeating it. And he's taking on the role as the colorful right. Yeah, so it is. It's going to be apparently Jonathan Majors, who is the person in Creed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so there you go. That's who apparently is going to play Dennis Rodman in that movie.
The guy who's in Creed? Isn't that Michael B. Jordan?
Mm-hmm.
But this says Jonathan Majors, who's appeared in such films as Creed. Oh, he's appeared in it. I don't know if he starred in it. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah, there's more people in Creed than just Michael B.
Yeah, he appeared in Creed 2 and Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania or something like that. I'm not saying that right. Yeah, he's taking on the role as the colorful Rodman, saying, quote, hopefully I get to sit with him and chat with him when we get closer and trying to get the script right. Major says, I never really put a ceiling on myself, but this is definitely a role where I'm pushing the ceiling out because he demands that. So, and again, Rodman is going to be the producer of it.
Very cool. I think it'll be a good story.
There you go.
Again, Jordan was the one who opened up about this on The Last Dance, like a lot of other things. And even when he talked about it, and they just said that, it was a crazy 48 hours. He was gambling. He was up for most of the time. And then they had to go out to Vegas and get him and bring him back to Chicago. So, like I said, it's got a good storyline. If they get the right actors, and I'm sure it could be a pretty thing that people will try to consume. I'll watch it, but I'm a big sports fan. Franny, we got time for a brief version of the weekend?
Sure, let's do this.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so Friday, Saturday, Sunday, I will make this short but sweet. We have spring training baseball from Roger Dean Stadium to the ballpark of the Palm Beaches, Clover Park in Port St. Lucie. There is going to be action. Speaking of sports action, Miami Heat versus the Cavaliers at the Miami-Dade Arena. That is tonight. The Florida Panthers versus the Chicago Blackhawks. That is going to be at the FLA Live Arena this evening. Tomorrow, if you want to catch some hockey, they're going to be playing the Winnipeg Jets at the FLA Live Arena. Of course, as I mentioned, baseball. You got the Florida Renaissance Festival still going on.
That's a lot of fun if you've never been to one.
Haven't. I years ago, was school. It was that long. We went maybe in high school or something. It was so long ago. I know my girl Megan, she's already been twice this year.
Oh, she's going a second time.
She went a second time.
Yeah.
So really enjoyed it.
She went to one time, and then, of course, each week they do a different theme,
They
too.
do.
That's what's really cool about it. So even if you've been there once, keep going because they have different aspects of how they're doing it. It's awesome.
And if you like the rodeo, Okeechobee Rodeo at the Okeechobee Cattlemen's is at the Okeechobee Cattlemen's Cowtown.
I know where you're going.
Cowtown sounds fun. It's a Cowtown Arena. It's going on through Sunday. It's already time where Rapids Water Park seasonal opening is mañana. That is tomorrow. The West Palm Beach Green Market on Clematis Street. That is tomorrow from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. They have a district fit at the Square. That's an old city place. It's like a fun little event where they have little workouts. You can get fit. West Palm Beach. Then you have the Irish Festival going on. That is in Abacoa. This is the third year of them doing it. It gets bigger and better. The annual Jupiter Irish Fest celebration will feature Irish music, dancers, authentic food, drinks and drinks and drinks and drinks. They'll even show you my crew will be there bartending, slinging drinks.
They're going to have drinks?
They're going to have lots of drinks and drinks and drinks and drinks and drinks.
Is there going to be any drinks?
So many drinks.
All of a sudden, I'm thirsty.
Starts at 11 o'clock, yes. Sunday, 11 o'clock, Saturday, 11 o'clock. I believe the hours are until 10 tomorrow and 8 o'clock on Sunday. You can catch, if you've never met Sharice, catch Sharice there. You can also catch Megan and her husband Taylor. And of course, some other of my goodies will be there, our friends. But make sure you check us out. And then on top of that, there's a St. Patrick's Day celebration in Delray Beach. That is tomorrow off Atlantic Avenue. It starts at noon, goes into 7 o'clock. If you haven't done it, that's incredible. They do a whole parade with floats. Cool. They have the veterans, first responders, everything. So there are a few things for you to have a fun weekend with.
Thank you so much, Francis. Again, thanks to the audience. We appreciate you guys listening every day. After us, it's the News Junkies, then the Greek Zone, and then Lex and Terry. Tomorrow, don't forget the Locker Room is live at Gulfstream Park for Tito's Raw Bar. Come on down, have a Bloody Mary on me, and let's bet a long shot. Jimmy, thanks for all your help. Great job as always. Great week. Everything you do in the studio with the blog everything you help us with the contest. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you, Greek. Thank you, Franny. And thank you for listening. And a special thank you to Granny.
Hey. You want to thank Granny, too?
Hey.
No, G-Man? No?
I want to thank
All
Granny.
right.
I'm trying to get into a zone for tonight.
Okay.
Franny, great job as always. Thanks for all your help at the text line and what you do for us every single day you walk in here. You're an asset and a big, big gain for iHeart. They are lucky to have you as an employee.
If you're on Real TV, he can't even make it through the whole thing. We lost him. Thank you, I think.
Heard that before. Can't even make it through the whole thing.
Jimmy, thank you for all you do, for a great week. G-Man, you too. Thank you for everything you do. And thank you for always tuning in. And if not always, the sometimes you do, I still thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I hope you have a phenomenal weekend. Maybe I'll see some of you out this weekend in Abacoa. But G-Man, you got any parting words?
Life is a canvas. Stick your brush wherever you want and let it rip.
Hey. Did you say stick?
Stick.
Okay. I heard something else.
What did you hear?
Nothing.
I heard, hey.
I can't. I just can't.
He's
I
got
can't.
a date tonight, Jimmy. You're ruining it for him.
Oh, my God.
I'm ruining it for him.
Julio. Have a great day, everybody. Peace.
This must be why God created YouTube.
Well, this and cat videos. But mainly for the cat videos.
Go to realradio921.com/watch so you can watch us make radio.
From the Gordon and Partners Weather Center. Have you or a loved one been injured through no fault of your own? Call 561-333-3333 or go to fortheinjured.com.
I'm meteorologist Jennifer Collins with CBS 12 News. Pleasant and warm through this afternoon with temperatures in the lower to middle 80s. Mostly sunny with a southeast breeze between 15 and 20 miles per hour. Comfortable for this evening. We'll see a few more clouds tonight as lows return to the 60s Saturday morning with an isolated shower chance.
This report is sponsored by the Truth with Lisa Booth podcast.
Hey guys, it's Lisa Booth. How big a role does China play in the fentanyl crisis? Senator Marsha Blackburn joins me on The Truth with Lisa Booth to get to the bottom of it. And listen to The Truth with Lisa Booth every Monday and Thursday, but you can listen throughout the week on the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you find your podcast.
Heard of the job? Dial pound 529 on your cell. Pound law, that's all.
My friend and I are taking a trip to Mexico this year, but neither of us speak Spanish. So we downloaded Babbel and started learning Spanish fast.
Want to start getting conversational in another language in as little as 3 weeks? Babbel's quick 10-minute lessons were designed by language experts to be the most efficient and effective way to learn a new language.
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿Cómo te llamas?
¿De dónde eres?
¿De dónde eres?
Babbel's interactive lessons are created by real language teachers and voiced by real native speakers using a modern conversation-based method. So in no time, you can start speaking confidently about real-life topics in another language.
Nosotras vamos a México en 2 días y ahora hablamos español. Gracias, Babbel. Sí, muchas gracias.
Babbel, language for life. Celebrating 10 million subscriptions sold. Now try Babbel for free at Babbel.com. Just go to Babbel.com and start learning a new language today. That's Babbel.com. Babbel.com.
In order for small businesses to thrive, they need to be smart, efficient, agile, staying ahead of the market at every turn, and finding ways to do more with less. That's never been more important than it is right now. So for a limited time, Comcast Business is introducing Small Business Savings, a deal for companies across the country. When you call in now, you can get powerful internet for just $39 a month for 12 months. $39 a month, with no annual contract and a money-back guarantee. All on the largest, fastest, reliable network for small businesses, with the company that powers more businesses than anyone else. So if you're a small business owner, don't wait. Call and get started today. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Offer ends 3/21/23. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 50 megabits per second internet customers only. Requires EcoBill and autopay. Equipment, taxes, and fees extra and subject to change. Call or go online for details. After promo, regular rates apply.
I'm Martin Hoke, the inventor of Navage Nasal Care, and I love Navage. I've told you about how your nose is the body's air filter, that Navage's powered suction will help flush out allergens, viruses, mucus, and germs, and that Navage will help you breathe better. But what do other people say about Navage? Like Josh, quote, After walking around my whole life being a mouth breather, I was excited to try Navage. I read the directions carefully, pressed the button, and oh my gosh, what a sensation. So much mucus, so much crud, but oh sweet, merciful air, I can finally breathe you through my nose. Never have I ever taken such an amazing breath in my life. This is a life changer, unquote. He's one of over 100,000 online reviews praising Navage, the all-natural solution trusted by over 3 million people to help you breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and